It's time for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Tiger baseball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Tony Edwards. Tiger Talk is being brought to you by Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon with Alicia Watson, Candy Mink, and myself, Katie Carty. Now for Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens and Coach Tony Edwards. Coach, Salem baseball Tigers coming into district play have been struggling a little bit. You've given up some big runs to Mountain Grove and to Stoutland, but you had a couple of wins before. That's a pretty good game. So which Tiger team are we going to see today, Coach?
That's a good question, Stan. We, like you said, last week we played a couple of pretty good games against Cuba and Willow Springs. We was able to put the ball in play and had some good pitching. And coming into this week versus Stoutland on I believe it was Monday, and then we turned around and played Mountain Grove, and we just could not find the bats at all. And the errors kind of kicked on us a little bit, and it's been a tough week this week, and it's something we certainly don't want to see heading into district play today. But it's baseball, and hopefully these guys have looked past that, and we can stick back to the basics, and hopefully we got to win.
And as we talked about before we came on the air, it's a brand new season. So these kids should understand your record is 0-0, and so is the other team, and so is every team in district play. So now it's up to you to start the season over again.
Yeah, it is. Everybody's on a kind of level playing field right now. And, like you said, it's a new season, more or less. Everybody's got a 0-0 record, and it's just going to come down to who's playing better that day. And, if we want to try to beat St. James in district play, we're definitely going to have to do that. Last season, we drew St. James in districts last year, and we weren't ready and prepared to play, and they got the upper hand. So, yeah, we're going to have to, mix up our speeds and pitching. We're going to have to put the ball in play and keep it clean. So, we're going to have to play better baseball this week, the rest of the week for sure, if we want to keep playing.
Well, you beat St. James earlier this year, 5-2. But when you get to this time of the year, Coach, that was so long ago. That's not the same St. James team you're going to be playing today, is it?
No, it probably isn't. We didn't see their number one when we faced them earlier in the year, and I'm sure they'll probably throw a mirror against us today. They're lefty, and he's a pretty good pitcher. He does a good job of spotting his fastball and mixing up his off speed. So we're going to have to be prepared for it. We're going to have to keep continuing to preach about keeping your front foot down and just letting the ball travel and putting it in play, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, St. James, they can sneak up on you pretty quick if you're not playing good baseball. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully we can play some good ball.
We never want to use it as an excuse, but St. Clair is one of those half-and-half fields with the artificial turf on the infield, and then out in the outfield it's just regular grass. But, Coach, there's a difference in the way the ball comes off that turf. It can spin, it can pick up speed, it can take some really weird kind of hops. The kids got to be ready for that change. I don't care what anybody says. You still have to play to the field you're playing on, don't you?
Yeah, you do. We've kind of been unfortunate. We haven't played on a turf field yet this year, so it's going to be a little bit of a different change, something we're not accustomed to typically, but the ground balls are going to be pure, and you're going to get that clean hop, hopefully. So we're just going to have to, keep it in front of us, stick to the basics, and, hopefully we can, keep a clean round on the infield and put the ball in play. Like I said, St. James is not a team you want to take lightly, especially if they have their number one going. So we just got to have a clear focus at the plate and be ready to put the ball in play, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Coach, the very best today against the St. James Tigers in district play. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Stan. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Tiger District Baseball. It is next.
Thank you, Stan. That's been Tiger Talk with Coach Tony Edwards, brought to you as a courtesy of the Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger Baseball is next.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured. where people matter.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Canoke, Missouri, LLC, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flyin' W Boutique, Four Rivers Community Health Center, American Family Insurance, Salem Memorial Hospital, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardy, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, Discount Bins in Salem, and Vaughn Insurance Services LLC. Thanks to these incredible sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events right here on KSMO Media.
Boy, it's crazy. He's going to have a heart attack. Everybody said I was going to have a heart attack. Now he's got to run uphill. Tess, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good. Too loud?
Nope, just fine.
Okay. Very good.
We'll be the home team, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, welcome to St. Clair, Missouri. Stan Stevens, Caden Moody with you on our KSMO media team as the Salem Tigers take on the St. James Tigers. These two teams have played each other many times. Caden has actually been a participant in many of those. And this is a rivalry, not like some other rivalries because of the closeness first of the two towns, but also the competition in every sport between the two towns.
Yes, it's like in basketball, but it's in every sport, like you said. And districts, it comes down to the wire. And if you lose, you're done. So it's good. It's always a good rivalry. It'll go for many years.
And we know that last year St. James upset Salem. You were part of that.
Yes, I was, and that's not what's supposed to happen, but it did. It's baseball. So.
Well, it is baseball, and also the thing is, you never know what each game can bring. Both of these teams have struggled. Salem has lost 9 of their last 11 games. St. James has won 2 of their last 4. They only come in with a 3-17 record, but Caden, you know as well as I do, as of today, there's no record.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, St. James 3-17 overall, but that doesn't matter. They're going to throw their best pitcher in J.V. Miller. He's going to Westminster to play college baseball, so it's going to be a dogfight for both teams.
We want to thank our ladies over there at Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon. They bring you our Tiger Talk to have all season long. Really want to thank all of them, Alicia and also Candy and Katie. 101 West 4th Street downtown. And also thank you, United Country Salem Realty, for sponsoring our intro to Salem Tiger Sports. They've been doing it all season long. Babette Wells is a broker owner. Call her, 573-729-3148. Stop by 605 South Main Street. They do apologize for the concrete work being done on there, but they have nothing to do with that. MoDOT does. And also, for those who are streaming with us on Misha.tv, and if you are streaming on Misha, there is a paywall. There is a fee to watch the game on Misha.tv. The score bug that you'll see at the bottom of the page is brought to you by Ozark Overhead Door. And, of course, Zane is your key contact there. If you're looking for a garage door, brand new one, maybe you need one repaired. Maybe just preventive maintenance to keep it from getting out of whack. Get in touch with Zane. He can help you out. 314-243-9341. Zane and Ozark Overhead Door. And our instant replays that you'll see on KSMO Media are brought to you by Hubs Tire Center. Remember, a 3-generation family-owned business right here at Salem, and they're right across the street from this radio station. They have all your tire needs that they can meet. They have state inspections they can do for you, plus do other auto repair work, brakes, shocks, struts. You need that work done, or maybe even just an oil change. That can all be taken care of. 801 South Main Street, 729-5800. Umpires are on the scene. The coaches have already met with them. We're anticipating a national anthem. Not sure if they're going to introduce players first, so we'll have to kind of play that by ear. We do want to tell you that your friends at Misha are proud to bring you Misha.tv, your exclusive home for live and on-demand coverage of Misha postseason action. Every thrilling moment, every championship, every unforgettable play, all streamed to you live on Misha.tv. Watch anytime, anywhere on the web, mobile device, or across your favorite streaming platform. Don't miss a single second of the action. Head to Misha.tv and tune in the excitement. Again, there is a paywall for that. Caden, introducing the starting line for St. James. You want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Leading off for St. James, we'll have number 500 Freeman. He'll play center, followed by Cooper Schacht, as he'll be the shortstop for the Red Tigers, followed by Jay Nato. He'll be the catcher behind the plate. Batting cleanup will be J.V. Muir. He'll be the pitcher. As batting fifth, he'll be playing first base. He'll be Trevor Mitchell. Batting seventh is Patrick Lonnie. He'll be playing left field. Aiden Cruz will be batting third. Max Wilson will be batting second. He'll be batting eighth. As Eugene, you want to say the last?
Lefevre.
He'll be DHing for the right fielder, number 8, Isaac Pearson.
All right, so again, Freeman, Schacht, Otto, Muir, Mitchell, Lonnie, Cruz, Wilson, and Lefevre. That is the batting order with Isaac Pearson being your right fielder. So as you mentioned, the starting pitcher will be J.V. Muir today for St. James. And St. James is in their white pants with their red jerseys. And we'll call them the Red Tigers. That's what you did. So we'll stick with that. It's kind of a thing. We'll go with that. Red Tigers, and they're on the first base side. Salem in their white uniforms with their Carolina blue tops with the white shoulder caps and the white lettering on that Carolina blue jersey. Give the starting lamps, if you would, for the Salem Tigers, Cade.
For the Blue Tigers, Luke Christensen will lead off. He'll be playing center field, followed by Wayne Skidmore. He'll be playing left field. Silas Du Bois will be behind the plate, followed by Dana Berry. He'll be the starting pitcher for the Salem Tigers, followed by Hayden Ragsdale. He'll be the DH for Ryan Hallinar. He'll be playing first base. Batting sixth will be Mason Sanders. He'll be at third base, followed by Brent Hallinar. He'll be playing second. Aaron White, he'll be playing right field. And batting ninth is Kane Baird. He'll be playing at shortstop.
They currently have the national anthem on, but you will not be able to hear it. We are out in the left field side, so again, we apologize for not being able to bring you the national anthem. So we'll just keep it right here and continue to fill that time until we're ready to get this game started. Again, the national anthem, I don't know what happened to their power. Ben said they were really blasting out the sound before. I could barely hear it at all.
Oh, I can't hear it at all.
So anyway, the national anthem is playing right now, but again, inaudible for us to bring that to you or even to break away because we're not sure when it's going to end. We have a very breezy day. The wind is blowing in from left field here at St. Clair. This is an all AstroTurf field. I think I made the mistake in the pregame of saying that there was the outfield was grass. That's Sullivan. This is an all AstroTurf field with the paint indicating the grass areas, and also they have the brown indicate where there would be dirt or gravel. You can have that. The infield is entirely brown, and then the outfield is, we'll call it offset green and then regular green to indicate the striping on the field. And, of course, all AstroTurf with the all the little rubber pedals. I don't even know what they call those things. Do you know what they call them? I don't have any either.
I have no idea.
Anyway, but you'll see if it bounces the ball, you'll see a little itty-bitty small little rubber pieces come flying up out of there, and that allows for the traction on the field. The Salem Tigers getting out there in their positions. And as Caden had mentioned to you, the infield will feature Mason Sanders at third, Brett Hallinar at second. At third, I should say at first base is Ryan Hallinar. And shortstop, it's Kane Barrett. In left field, we have Wayne Skidmore. In center, Luke Christensen. And also in right field, Aaron White. Behind the plate, Silas DuBois. Dan Barry on the hill, the right-hander, going for the Tigers. He's probably been their most consistent pitcher all year, though Caden, the Salem Tiger pitching this year has not been as good as we have seen it in the past.
Well, last year there was a lot of senior pitchers. Guys like Dan Barry, he didn't get many opportunities. He pitched in he pitched in one conference game, and that was against Kabul. But the not as much of experience is what this Salem Tiger team has this year.
And during the season, obviously, these pitchers got some experience, but unfortunately, not a lot of hitting for the Salem Tigers. So when they even pitched a very good game or a low-scoring game, the Tiger bats usually weren't there.
Yeah, I was watching, I was listening to the game against Mount Grove, and, the bats were cold. And, I think that was kind of what the season has been looking like. The bats got cold. They strung some hits together and, the wins that they had. But overall, it's been really cold.
Well, we'll have to warm it up today. We got plenty of sunshine, not hardly a cloud around, a lot of vapor trails from planes. We see a lot of that, but that's about it. And we will be looking directly in the sun as this game moves on. Hunter Freeman getting ready to step in to face Dan and Barry. I'm going to let Caden Moody have the call. Caden, take it away.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stan. Dan and Barry will be from the windup as we are here in St. Clair. Not a lot of clouds. As Dan said, he fires it in there. That'd be just low for ball one, and we are underway here in this district game. Dan comes back set. Everybody is ready. The 1-0 pitch from Barry. He swing and miss. It looked like it went all the way behind the fence.
I think it fouled it back. You're looking right in the sun. Hard to see that ball when it comes off.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They
did foul back.
Count is 1-1. As Dan said, he fires home. That'll be a pitch upstairs for ball two. Dan comes back in. It's a 2-1 count. He fires it in there. That's going to be just low. And Freeman is ahead 3-1. Very good hitters count here. As Dan comes back in, we are set. The 3-1 pitch. That's going to be upstairs and a leadoff walk for Hunter Freeman. Good start by St. James, being patient with their pitches. Now comes in Cooper Schacht. He is the shortstop for the Red Tigers.
Freeman's got some speed.
He does. He's very fast, as I saw from last year, too.
Yeah,
very fast.
Very fast.
Dannon comes from the stretch. Freeman leading off first. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be downstairs. Kind of bounce it to the right of Silas DuBois, but the runner will not advance as it is 1-0.
Silas did a good job of smothering that ball. The ball skipped up there. This is all AstroTurf now, so it's not dirt. So it hits, and sometimes it has really funky spin.
Absolutely. The 1-0 pitch from Barry. That's going to be a line fly ball hit to center, as Christensen will not be able to make the play, as Freeman will advance to second, as that's going to be a hit for Schacht. Runners at second and first. Early trouble here in the first inning.
That ball off the end of the bat, and then coming off, of course, here at St. Clair, there's a field behind home plate, so they have a natural green, but unfortunately there's a shade right there. And then also bleachers that can reflect the sun. And that might have been a little bit of a detour for Christensen, but I don't think he'd have gotten there anyway. But that ball wasn't hit hard, but it falls in for a hit.
Barry's first pitch to Otto. He faked bunt. That's going to be an off-speed pitch as Silas DuBois blocks it. Good block so the runners don't advance. 1-0 is the count on the Red Tigers catcher. Talk about a beautiful day here in St. Clair. 75 degrees, just nice.
Right-handed batter.
The 1-0 pitch. Swears the bunt again. He hits it back to the screen as the count is even. 1-1.
Pitch was outside. He tried to push it up the first base line, Caden, and just fouled it straight back.
Yeah, with that pitch, you really want to get it down the first base line. That's what they really want to do.
You really want to get on the third base line, make the third baseman come in. Mason Sanders is off the bag and deep, and if he bunts, may not even be close enough to make the play.
Pitch from Dannon. That's going to get a bunt right back to Dannon. He'll throw it to first as Brent Hallinar will step on the bag as he will get an out. It's going to be the outcome will be 1-4.
No, he did not get an out. They said he was off the bag. I think they're gonna appeal. Coach Edwards is appealing. They said that Hallinar was off the bag when he fielded the throw. So the umpires are getting together. The base umpire called him safe. So now they're gonna call him out.
They're going to call him out. I think that was the actual call on the field, I think. Could have been wrong, though. It's kind of hard to see because we're all the way in left field.
Right, you're trying to watch the play and see the umpire. The umpire did signal safe.
Did he?
But it was a delayed call. So it is a sacrifice, and it does go 1, 2, 3, or 4. However, makes runners at second and third, only one out.
Here's J.V. Muir. He's a right-handed batter. Here's the first pitch he sees. That's going to be a ball outside. It's low.
Freeman at third, Shocked at second base. And again, only one out. Had Mason Sanders been playing on the bag, Barry could have gone to third, but he could not without him playing there.
Infield is in on this 1-0 pitch. That's a just out is what the umpire says behind the plate. It's 2-0. Fairly good bat here for the St. James Tigers and J.V. Muir.
He's got some pop.
The 2-0 pitch to Muir. That ball is hit high in the air. That's going to be out of play.
Yeah.
Good job by Dana to get a strike there. That's really crucial right there. And the count is 2-1. Infield is in here with one out as Dannon looks for his pitch. As he likes it, he comes set. The 2-1 pitch from Barry. Fires it in there. Off-speed pitch outside as the count is now 3-1.
No score, but St. James threatening. We're in the top of the first inning here at St. Clair District play. This is a play-in game to see who plays Potosi on Saturday at 2 o'clock.
3-1 pitch is downstairs for ball 4 as Dannon walks another batter. And now here comes the 5-hole hitter and Trevor Bitchell. He'll be the first baseman for the Red Tigers. As early trouble, infield is still in. Outfield fairly decently far as still there's one out on top of the first. As Dannon comes set, he fires it in there, and he's in there for strike one. Good job by Dannon to get ahead right there.
Yeah. We mentioned this entire field is AstroTurf, so a line drive in a gap is going to take off when it hits that AstroTurf. So these outfielders better be on their toes.
The 0-1 pitch from Dannon is downstairs for ball 1, and the count will be even here against Mitchell. A right-handed batter from the right side. Barry comes set on this 1-1 pitch. He fires downstairs, gets away, but nothing will advance. Good job by Silas Du Bois to get that baseball quickly, so no advance.
Not very aggressive base running by St. James there, as Freeman was only about 8 feet down the line. That ball is far enough away for him to score. He's got the speed to do it, but he did not read that ball well off of Silas, and he hung tight at third.
2-1 pitch. That's going to be a line drive in the center, and that's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. What do they call?
I don't know.
They call interference.
Well, if they did, why did everybody go back? Well, we're confused as you are.
Yeah.
If it was catcher's interference, that guy would not score from third. Now they're sending him back. So catcher's interference, but the runner did not, the batter didn't go to first. So I don't, unless they called a balk, and they might have. They may have called a balk before the pitch.
Mitchell is still batting, so he'll see another pitch. That is a strike 2, and the count is even after that very confusing play.
So it's 1-0, and we believe a balk was called because only one base was advanced.
The 2-2 pitch from Barry. Off-speed pitch, that's going to be just above the letters. That looked mighty close right there, but it is 3-2. Big pitch right here from Dana Barry.
1-0 St. James.
The 3-2 pitch. It's going to be a base hit
That's
to
base
right
hit to right
field. 1 run will score. Here comes Muir. And just like that, it's 3-0 from the RBI single, 2-run RBI single by Mitchell. 3-0 Red Tigers.
Might have been a play on Muir, except White bobbled the ball, and that little bobble was enough to prevent any play at home. 3-0 St. James. To remind everybody, we are on AstroTurf Field, but also the pitching mound is wood. And so it's an AstroTurf covered wood pitching mound. Very different for pitchers to throw off of.
First pitch from Barry to Patrick Lonnie. He swings and misses at a strike one. He hits from the left side, as he'll be the left fielder for the Red Tigers. Mitchell leads off first. Barry finds the pitch he likes, checks the runner, and comes set. And fires. That's downstairs. That hit Lonnie after the block by Silas DuBois, so the runner could not go to second. Could have been close at second if it got away from Silas DuBois.
I'm not sure Mitchell's that fleet of foot, too, on that short wild pitch.
1-1 pitch. That's upstairs for ball 2.
3-0 St. James, top of the first inning. Still only 1 out.
Barry comes set. The 2-1 pitch from Barry. Fastball outside, ball 3.
Tannen struggling.
Mitchell leads off first. Dannon checks the runner. He comes set on this 3-1 pitch. Fires it in there. That's going to be a strike on the inside part of the plate. And now it is a 3-2 count. Big pitch again for Dana Barry with a runner on first. Top of the first, 3-0 Red Tigers. He fires. He swings and misses at strike 3. Good pitch by Dana Barry. Got him with a fastball, and that will be the second out of the inning. Good pitch by Dana Barry right there.
It was a good pitch. Seemed like maybe he took just a little something off his hard fastball and had him out in front.
Aiden Cruz will step in. He'll be the third baseman, batting from the right side as he hits a foul ball to the right side. As good job by Dana to get ahead.
Cruz was just trying to push that ball through the right side where Halinar's holding on Mitchell. He was just trying to guide that ball over there, fouled it off the fence in front of the St. James dugout.
0-1 pitch is downstairs for ball 1.
Muir will be on the hill for St. James when they take the field here in the bottom of the first. Salem already down 3-0.
1-1 as the count. Fires and he swings and misses at strike 2.
Good changeup. Had him way out in front. Swung way over top of that.
Bailey is ahead, 1-2. 2 outs, top of the first, 3-0. Bailey. He comes set. Checks the rudder. And fires. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to go off the glove of Kane Barrett. That's going to be a base hit. As with some 2-out magic, Cruz will get on with a single.
Ball hit again off the very end of the bat. And Kane Barrett got a piece of it, but with no way he's going to throw out Cruz anyway. The ball trickled into left field. Skidmore got it back in before Mitchell could advance. So first and second, 2 down for Max Wilson.
Runners at second and first. The first pitch from Barry is a ball. It's going to be a strike, actually. Looked like it was upstairs, but they're going to call it a strike.
Yeah, delayed call.
As he gets ahead 0-1. Mitchell is on second. Cruz is on first. The 0-1, that's going to be a foul back, I believe.
Looks like
Went off his glove.
Looks like Hayden Ragsdale's going to start warming up. It's one and done now if you don't win in district play. So it's a whole new season, but it's a one game at a time season. And Salem already trailing 3-0. Coach Edwards Dannon may not have his sharpest stuff. He can't really afford to let this game get out of hand. Here in the first inning, it's 3-0 St. James with runners at first and second, 2 down. But, Kate, you know how hard it is to catch up when you get down 5, 6, or 7 runs.
Yeah, but it is districts, and you know
it
you
is
have
the first inning.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of grit to play baseball, and down 3-0, you have to get the bats rolling as well.
St. James has done just that. They lead at 3-0.
The 0-2 pitch from Barry. He fires off speed downstairs as no runners advance. Just a little to the left of Silas Du Bois after he blocked it, but it is 1-2. Runners at second and first, 2 outs. Dannon comes set, checks the runner at second. Checks again, he fires. Fastball just outside for ball 2. That looked mighty close.
That's a good pitch, just missed.
So we are even. We got 2s all around. Ball 2, strike 2, 2 outs here in St. Clair. Dannon wants to check the runner. Checks him again, and he fires. Off speed, that's going to be upstairs, and it will be a 3-2 count. The runners will be moving here as Dannon with needs a big strike right here as he comes set. The runners go. Fastball
there it is.
Right down central for strike 3. Dannon retires the side, but not before giving up 3. We have played
3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and there was 2 guys left. We have now played a half an inning. We go to the bottom of the first inning with St. James on top 3-0. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger District Baseball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Don't wait any longer for great dental care. Four Rivers Community Health Center specializes in helping individuals and families with Medicaid insurance. Need help applying for Medicaid? We have community health workers and navigators to make the process easy. Even if it's been years since you last visited the dentist, we can help. Our comfortable office, compassionate team, and minimally invasive treatments will help you feel completely at ease. Four Rivers Community Health Center. Your community, your health.
And we are here at St. Clair. We go to the bottom of the first inning. J.V. Muirby on the hill. Want to thank our friends at Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. For all your animal health care needs, Dr. Ashley Cunningham can take care of them. Be it livestock, be it your pets. She's there for you. 573-729-4031, 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. And don't forget, the Salem Memorial District Hospital is offering a 20% tax season discount up through May 31st. The discount's offered to all patient accounts regardless of insurance status. The account must be paid, though, in full during this discount period. The patients do need to call the Patient Account Services to have that discount applied. Contact Patient Account Services at the hospital, 573-729-6626 to learn more or make a payment about that 20% tax season discount between now and May 31st. That top of the inning was brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer in the Crossroads, 573-729-5156. Jonas Schaefer bringing you Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media. Now to the bottom of the first. Here is Caden.
Luke Christensen will take a ball inside and we're underway. J.V. Miller will be on the bump for the Red Tigers as a very solid lefty pitcher. The 1-0 pitch to Christensen is downstairs. That gets away, but no runners on, so it doesn't. No problem there. 2-0 is the count. J.V. Miller, very good lefty pitcher. He pitched against me in my final high school game, throwing a lot of fastballs. And if he gets ahead 0-2, he likes to throw a fastball outside and then spins you. So the 2-0 pitch to Christensen is a strike one. Right at the knees is what it seemed for me all the way here at left field.
Yeah, we are out beyond the left field foul line, about 10 feet in foul territory.
The 2-1 pitch to Christensen. That's going to be upstairs. That looked like an off speed right there. And Christensen is ahead 3-1.
Christensen had 2 hits for Salem yesterday in their final game with Mountain Grove. Matter of fact, the only 2 hits that Salem had.
3-1 cut right there by Christensen. He had a good cut at that. And it's a full count here. Good job by Muir to get back into it, as it is a full count here, right here. The 3-2 pitch, that's going to be fouled off. That's going to be probably first base side. That's what it looked like. As we will do it again.
Salem needs base runners. They're down 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the inning brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader. 573-7949-41, 1414 West Scenic Ridge Boulevard.
Full count, that's going to be just low, as Christensen will have a leadoff walk. Very good start for the Tigers. And now next up will be Wayne Skidmore. Wayne Skidmore, playing left for the Tigers, has surprised me the most, as that's what I look at this team. He has surprised me the most out of anybody, as he's played really well in left, as some guys have surprised me too. So, it's just... But Wayne has surprised me a lot in a good way, too. So he steps in. Muir will come from the stretch. He has a very good pickoff move, but he fires home. That's inside. Almost hit Wayne, and he gets out of the way. 1-0. Luke Christensen is on first, as Wayne will get back in there. The 1-0 pitch from Muir. He fires it. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. That's going to get 1. Can he get it over the first? Not in time, as that's going to be 6-4 on the putout, as they get the force out at second. Wayne with a ground ball to short, as they get a force out at second. So that'll be the first out of the bottom half of the inning.
That could have been 2. The second baseman was playing so far away. When time it got to second base, he couldn't get anything on the throw, as that was a tailor-made double play ball. He had right at the shortstop shot.
Now stepping in is your catcher, Silas DuBois. Silas DuBois hitting from the left side as pickoff move, as not in time. Wayne Skidmore gets back safely.
Salem is not an aggressive base-running team, so they do not take big leadoffs. And yet they have had times when they've gotten picked off. So you can understand why he's doing that. But at the same time, again, not a super aggressive base-running team. We don't steal a lot of bases. We don't move up on balls in the dirt and stuff of that nature, not all the time.
That pitch from Muir was a fastball. Good cut by DuBois. As it's 0-1, he'll throw it back to first again, not in time, as Wayne gets back safely again. 0-1 is the count. 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Muir wants another pickoff just safely as Wayne Skidmore.
No 2 disengagements in high school baseball.
The 0-1 is downstairs. Wayne almost went, but he gets back in there safely from the no throw by St. James catcher Otto.
Jaden did a good job of blocking that ball. It trickled behind him, but he was able to find it immediately. And Skidmore almost got caught in no man's land.
He almost got about halfway, that he froze, and then he got back. 1-1 is the count. That's going to be an off-speed pitch outside for ball 2.
They give Silas right center field. So if he puts one there, Skidmore could come around and score.
The 2-1 count for the Tiger catcher. He's going to have a pickoff move again. Wayne gets back safely again. Lefties like to have a lot of pickoffs, especially at first. But like you said, no 2 disengagements, because I learned that from college too. So the 2-1 count, he fires. It's going to be a swing and a good cut by DuBois, as it will be even. 2-2 is the count.
Well, he had a high fastball. That was a good pitch to hit. And Silas just swung right through it.
Is this that's what Muir likes to do? He likes to get ahead 2-2, then he likes to spin you. That's what he likes to do. As the 2-2 pitch from Muir, it's going to look like an off speed. As that's going to strike out Silas DuBois for the second out of the inning.
That might have been a straight change, Caden.
It could have been. It's very hard to see from.
Yeah. But it was slower than his fastball, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
But was it a curve, or can't really tell? Didn't seem to have a lot of arc to it, let's put it that way.
Stepping in as the cleanup hitter, it's Dannon Berry. He's the starting pitcher, and the first pitch he sees, that's going to be an off speed that's going to be high, as that's going to be out of play. Good job by Muir to get ahead for the Tiger cleanup hitter.
Popped that one straight up, and that ball just made it over the backstop.
Wayne is at first. Dannon Berry is at the plate. A right-handed hitter, big right-handed hitter. As Muir gets his sign, he comes set. The 0-1 pitch from Muir. It's a fastball right there. Good cut by Dannon, and he is behind in the count, 0-2.
Dannon 6'6", stands in. That's a big strike zone. Hayden Ragsdale's on deck. He's stopped warming up. We'll see if Dannon goes back out there for the second inning.
Muir gets his sign, the 2-2. That's going to be downstairs. Runner goes as Skidmore will get in there. Plenty of time, actually. Good jump by Skidmore as he'll get his stolen base. And now you got a runner in scoring position for the Tigers. It's a big crucial spot for the Tigers with a 1-2 count here for Dannon Berry.
That looked like the curveball and gave Skidmore extra time to get there. And he did.
Dannon gets back in. Muir gets his sign. He comes set. The 1-2 pitch. He got him on a very good pitch.
Ball was in on his hands. Caden tied him up. He couldn't get that bat head out in front, and he goes down on strikes. No runs, no hits, a walk, one left. We've now played one inning. It's St. James 3, Salem nothing. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hub's Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
And we welcome you back to St. Clair. Go to the top of the second inning. St. James with a 3-0 lead. I'd like to thank our friends at Living the Dream Outdoor Properties. Jenna Deason is your agent that can help you with farm, hunting, and recreational outdoor properties. She can help you big time. She's a land specialist. Not a lot of them all around. Check them out. Jenna Deason's at Living the Dream Outdoor Properties across the street from the courthouse. 573-247-0521. Top of the second we go. Dannon Berry back on the hill. Gave up 3 runs on 3 hits and had a couple of walks in that first inning as well. But St. James with that 3-0 lead. The Tigers are going to have to get the bats a-rolling. It'll be Eugene Lefevre to stand in to start this second inning. Batting from the right side. Caden, it's all yours.
Thank you. First pitch from Berry is in there for strike 1. Lefebvre, Freeman, and Schacht due up for the Red Tigers here in the top of the second. Good job by Dannon to get ahead. The 0-1 pitch is a foul ball behind Silas Du Bois, and he gets ahead. Good job by Dannon to get ahead.
Beautiful facility here at St. Clair. They really have done a good job at the ball field. Not so much on the press facilities and the bleachers, but the field is beautiful.
Dannon from the windup. The 0-2 pitch is in there for strike 3. Caught him looking on the inside part of the plate. Good job by Dannon to get ahead. 1 out here in the top of the second.
Third strikeout for Berry. That's now 3 out of the last 4 hitters he's struck out.
Now stepping in is Hunter Freeman. He is the center fielder for the Tigers as he comes in. First pitch from Berry. Looked like an off-speed pitch. Took some off of that for strike 1.
That or curve. I'm not quite sure. Or hard curve. But it was a nice pitch. Caught the outside edge.
Dannon ahead again. The 0-1 pitch to Freeman. Upstairs, ball 1.
We're in the second inning, 3-0 St. James.
Dannon from the windup as he fires. Good off-speed pitch right there. Got Freeman to chase, and he is ahead in the count, 1-2.
Hunter Freeman walked his first time, came around to score on a balk. That's what we believe that was to be. Back in the first inning.
Dannon ahead. The 1-2 pitch. He fires. Ooh. Threw the same pitch. Freeman almost wanted it, but did not go. As the count will be even here, 3-0 St. James here in the top of the second. We are even as the count. The 2-2 pitch from Barry. Upstairs, ball 3. Good job by Freeman to work the count here, as it is now a full count. Freeman gets back in there, bats from the right side, as Barry fires. It's going to be ball 4. Good at bat by Hunter Freeman, as this will get in Cooper Schacht till he is the shortstop for the Red Tigers.
Third walk for Barry in this game, and he gave up 3 hits. Those walks have come back and eat you alive, though, Caden.
Absolutely.
The 2 walks in the first inning, they both came back and scored.
Absolutely. Freeman on first. Barry fires. Downstairs, ball 1.
Second inning action from St. Clair. This is Seed 4 versus Seed 5. Salem Seed 4, St. James Seed 5. 3-0 St. James on top. We are in the top of the second inning.
Freeman leading off first. Barry comes set. He fires, runner goes. It's going to be hit right back to Dannon as he thought about throwing it to second, but he will get the out at first. Good job by Barry. The put out is 1-3 as that is the second out of the inning. Good job by Dannon to get an out as Freeman will advance to second, as now stepping in as the catcher, number 15, Jay Nato.
Runner was going, and that's why I think Barry didn't throw to second, but I think he still had time to do it, but he took the safe out.
2 out, 2, top of the second. Dana checks to Otto at second. That's Freeman. He fires to Otto. That's going to be in there for strike 1. I think he took something off of that pitch.
He did.
As good job by Dannon to get ahead in the count. Freeman with a decent lead as Barry fires. That's going to be just outside.
Yeah, a little bit low and outside.
A little bit low.
Mm-hmm.
Otto bats from the right side. We're in the top of the second, 3-0 St. James. The 1-1 pitch from Barry. He swung and missed. Ball gets away from the boys as Freeman will advance to third. Call that a pass ball.
Mm-hmm.
So the runner will advance to third. Good speed by Freeman. Ball gets away. Could have a chance to score.
Looks like that pitch crossed up Silas.
The 1-2 pitch from Barry. Fouls it back. Good cut by Otto. As we'll do it again. 2 outs here in St. Clair, Missouri, home of the Bulldogs.
Home of the Bulldogs.
The 1-2 pitch from Barry. He's got him to swing and miss, as that's 3 outs. As good job by Dana Barry to get out of that, as they leave 1 on. As
no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, 1 left. We've now played an inning and a half. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's still St. James 3, Salem nothing. We'll come back in 1 minute. Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and we welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
To the bottom of the second we go. That top of the inning was brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. You know, if you're a first-time home buyer, they have a guide that tells you to ask the questions that you didn't even know you need to ask. Now, that's a good guide. Check that out. Pick it up. Doesn't cost you a thing. See Jonah at 1104 South Main Street, or call 573-729-5156. American Family Insurance in the Crossroads Shopping Center. There you go. Was that fun?
It was good.
Wasn't that fun? I'd like to thank our friends at Salem License Office for being a proud supporter of Salem Tigers. They're in the Crossroads, matter of fact, right next door to American Family Insurance. And you can stop on by and get a lot of things done there, not only your licensing needs for your car, your truck, your van, boat, whatever it might be, RV, but also your own driver's license or real ID. And you can even use their notary services if you need it. Get in touch with them at the Salem License Office, 573-729-8305. Here to serve you, the Salem License Office. Hayden Ragsdale to stand in to lead things off, followed by Mason Sanders and Brent Hallinar. We are in the bottom of the second inning.
Muir comes set and fires to Hayden Ragsdale. That's an off-speed pitch in there for strike one. 5-6-7 due up for the Salem Tigers. That'd be Hayden Ragsdale, followed by Mason Sanders and Brent Hallinar. The 0-1 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball right back to Muir. He fires it over to first base for an out, number one.
1-3 on the putout. Got that one right off the right off the handle, and he just grounded right back, jammed Ragsdale with that fastball. It's a good pitch. Just riding in from the left-handed pitcher on the right-handed batter. That's a hard pitch to hit.
The first pitch to Mason Sanders. He steps in from the right side. The first pitch from Muir. He checks the swing, and he did go on a good changeup downstairs for strike one. We want to welcome you who's watched the Cardinal or listened to the Cardinal game. We want to welcome you in. It is 3-0 St. James here in the bottom of the second, as Mason Sanders will take a strike two as he is behind in the count 0-2.
For those of you just joining us, St. James got 3 runs in the top of the first inning. We'll give you that description here in just a moment.
0-2 pitch is downstairs for ball one.
Hunter Freeman led off with a walk. Cooper Schott got a base hit to center. They were sacrificed by Jaden Otto to second and third. Then Muir walked and a balk brought in the first run. And then a base hit by Trevor Mitchell brought in the next two.
Sanders takes ball two on the inside part of the plate. It's even here, 2-2. Bottom of the second, 3-0, Red Tigers. Muir comes set from the windup. He fires. That's going to be in there for strike three. Looked like an off-speed pitch as Sanders will go down for the second out of the inning.
Looked like a straight change, actually, and that was a very nice one at that by Muir.
Stepping in is Brent Hallinar. He's the second baseman for the Blue Tigers. He steps in here with 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 3-0 St. James. It's going to be a pitch upstairs for ball one.
Bottom of the inning brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance agent Willie Strader, 1414 West Seekers Boulevard. For all your insurance needs, see Willie. Or you can always give him a call, 573-729-4941. The shadows are beginning to creep into the batter's box where the umpire is in right now.
That 1-1 count is a strike, a swinging strike by Ben Hallinar. He is behind in the count, 1-2. Muir gets his pitch. He wants it, he fires, and that's going to be a swing and a miss by Ben Hallinar. He goes down. 2 strikeouts, nobody on base, no errors, no hits.
Down 1-2-3, go to Salem Tigers. As we go to the top of the third inning, it's still St. James on top, 3-0. We'll take a 1-minute break and come right back. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Weather in the Ozarks is unpredictable. Make sure you've got the right insurance to stay protected. Talk to Randall Vaughn and Charlene Turner of Vaughn Insurance Services, LLC in Salem today. For all of your auto, home, life, business, and health insurance needs, Vaughn Insurance is here for you. Call 573-729-9445 or visit them at 400 West 4th Street in Salem today.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
And we welcome you back to St. Clair. Dannon Berry, after some first inning struggles, stays on the hill. Caden didn't look like he was going to be in the game very long. He really struggled, had a couple of walks. Those both came in to score, gave up 3 hits, and left 2 on. But he pitched much better in the second inning, and he's back out there for inning number 3, starting with J.V. Muir at the plate.
4, 5, 6 due up for the Red Tigers. It's Muir, Mitchell, and Lonnie due up for the Red Tigers. Barry is from the windup. His first pitch to J.V. Muir. It's going to be downstairs for ball 1.
I want to thank our friends at Denton County Farm Supply, being a proud supporter of your Tigers. They have feed, fertilizers, mowers, everything you need for your home as well as your farm, all in Salem, 1716 West St. Cruz Boulevard to the west. That is your friends at Denton County Farm Supply, locally owned and operated, a proud supporter of your Tigers.
That 1-0 pitch was whipped down the line, but just went foul by a couple of feet. As the count will be even. Very good swing by Muir. Just hit it foul just a little bit.
Yeah, he got in front of that fastball just a little bit.
So the count is even at 1-1, and here comes the 1-1 pitch from Barry. Took something off of that, but that's going to be a base hit into left center. Skidmore will play it. He'll keep it in front as he'll get it back in quickly. It'll be a base hit for J.V. Muir to lead off the top of the 3rd.
Top of the inning brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. Remember, if you haven't taken the time out to check the assets of your home, do so. Make sure you got the right coverage. Jonas Schaefer, American Family Insurance, 573-729-5156.
It's a very good piece of hitting by Muir. Got to poke his bat out there, and he got a hit. That pitch from Barry is hit high in the air. Skidmore is under it. He'll make the catch. That was Trevor Mitchell, as the putout is a flyout caught by Skidmore. 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. That was a fastball. Skied it up there, as the sun is a little bit of a problem for Skidmore, but no problem there as he gets the first out of the top of the 3rd. Stepping in is Patrick Lonnie. He'll be the left fielder for the Red Tigers. As he comes in, first pitch from Barry. Runner goes. That's going to be past Silas Du Bois. He'll throw it as... Oh, we're going to get a pickle. Kane will throw it to 3rd. He'll tag him at 3rd. It was just going to be under the tag.
The throw by Kane Barrett bounced up there, and Mason Sanders had to play the hop, and that allowed Muir to slide underneath, the dive underneath, I should say. That's had the time. Barrett had the time, and the throw was not a good one to 3rd base.
Looked like an off-speed by Barry. Got away from Silas, and Silas kind of pressed it, and he threw it to 2nd, and Muir just kept going.
Yeah, that's
right. Good heads-up base running by Muir. That means the runner will be at 3rd. Lonnie is up. It is 1-0 as the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a bunt. As the runner is going to score, Lonnie is going to get there. It's going to be a very good bunt by Lonnie. Muir will score. It'll be an RBI hit. It is 4-0 St. James.
That caught Salem Tigers totally unaware as Barry got to it, but coming in was Hallinar, and obviously Brent Hallinar plays 2nd, never got to first base in time. And the flip over there was way too late. An RBI single for Patrick Lonnie, and it makes it 4-0.
Here comes Aiden Cruz. Aiden Cruz steps in the box. The first pitch from Barry is a off-speed pitch upstairs as Du Bois throws to 1st. Plenty of time for Lonnie. Lonnie has very good speed. I'd watch this right here as Barry will come back into the stretch. 1-0 is your count. 4-0 St. James. Cruz bats from the right side. Dannon has it. He fires. Runner will go. Swing and a miss. It's going to be a foul ball.
So a beautiful bunt single by Patrick Lonnie. He was just trying to get the run home, and he did. And really did just kind of try and bunt a sacrifice bunt, but it ended up being a hit.
Put it in the middle past Bailey, and then it just got some trouble. That 1-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. As Barry gets ahead in the count, Lonnie's still at 1st. Make sure we still have good speed, so make sure we look for that as well. 1-2 is your count. 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. once
Kate and I were talking on the way to St. Clair about contact. Put the ball in play. Never know what's going to happen. And that's kind of one of the things that you and I talked about. That ball should not have been a hit, but it ends up being a base hit just because you put it in play.
Yeah, absolutely. It catches the defense off guard. 1-2 pitch, that's going to be down in right field. That'll be a base hit. As second base, that'll be Lonnie. Didn't know where the ball was, but he gets the second and plenty of time still. He kind of froze.
Couldn't find the ball. That's right. Well, he did the right thing. He couldn't find the ball. The ball was a humpback liner in the right center field, and he couldn't find it, and he didn't know if it was caught or not. And that was not caught. It falls in for a base hit, and that makes it first and second with one out.
Wilson will step in. Runners second and first. The first pitch from Barry is a strike one.
Hayden Ragsdale warming up again for the Salem Tigers. 4-0 St. James.
Lonnie at second, Cruz at first. As that's going to be a pickoff attempt, but that's going to get past Kane Barrett, but no runners will advance. Good job by Luke Christensen to back up the play as no runners will advance. Coach Edwards will come to the mound and have a little chat with his infield.
I think he might be making a pitching change. He's not too happy with what he's seeing out there right now. And you really know that a lot of these guys are really playing varsity for the first time.
Yeah.
And this is their very first district game that they've been in. So there's a little extra pressure on them. But at the same time, you've got to make the plays. Barrett's throw to third base should have been on the money. That should have been an easy out. That's not an out. All of a sudden, that guy comes in to score. So you have to understand when you don't make the plays, you're going to give up runs. And when you give up runs, you're really digging a hole. And when you dig that hole, that's hard to get out. So anyway, the Tigers are meeting on the mound. So far, just Coach Edwards is just instructing his team. No change that I can see yet as far as the pitcher is concerned, though Ragsdale has stopped warming up, but I haven't seen him come in the game yet, and he has not. So Barry will stay in the game. We are in the third inning. It's 4-0 St. James. Runners at first and second, and only one out. And Max Wilson at the plate.
Barry comes back set and is an 0-1 count to Max Wilson. He fires. Good off-speed pitch. Had Wilson out and front for strike two. Good job to get ahead right there. Here with one out here in the top of the third.
Wilson guessing on that pitch.
0-2 is the count. Lonnie leads off second. Runner goes. He's in a rundown. Sanders has it. He'll throw it back to Barrett. Lonnie's in trouble. That's going to be thrown over to Barry as Lonnie will get caught, as that will be the second out of the inning. Looked like Lonnie wanted to steal, and then he kind of stopped halfway.
It was a hit and run, and it didn't happen. And you could tell that he was in no man's land because the runner at first base, Cruz, had already gotten to second base. So the only thing he can do is run back to second. Cruz would have to run back to first. And usually at that point, you know you're going to get out. But they had to make the good play. It's a good job by Barry to cover third to get that out.
It's a good break right there. But Dannon underthrows. It gets past Cy. He'll throw it. Goes off the tip of Sanders. But good job by Skidmore to back up. As the outfielders have done a great job backing up here today. As Dannon will be having a count of 1-2. Big break for the Tiger defense as they get an out right there, but there is a runner on third. Dannon comes set. The 1-2, he throws a fastball at the top of the zone. He strikes him out, and that retires the side.
That is his fifth strikeout of the day, but St. James does get a run. They do so on 3 hits. There was one error, and there was one man left. We've now played 2.5 innings. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It's St. James 4, Salem nothing. Back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
Goes to third. Why is your shortstop going to second? He should be going there. Welcome back to St. Clair. Salem Tigers up with Aaron White and Karen Barrett, and then the top of the order, Luke Christensen, in the bottom of the third inning to face J.V. Muir. Caden, take it away.
First pitch is a swinging strike by Aaron White. Muir is ahead 0-1. Here it comes. Fastball upstairs. The count is even 1-1. Aaron swung at a fastball right at his eyes, so good job by Muir to elevate it just to see what Aaron would do.
He likes the ball up, though.
1-1. He is in there for strike two. Good lefty bat, good senior bat for the Tigers. Aaron bats on the left side. He swings and misses at a 1-2 pitch right there. And White will go down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Fifth strikeout for Muir in this game, and Kane Barrett stands in. Tigers do not have a hit yet in this game.
Barrett comes in, and here comes the pitch from J.V. Muir. Fastball upstairs for ball one.
If I'm not mistaken, Muir flirted with a no-hitter last year.
He did.
For 5 innings. Did he not?
He did. The 1-0 is upstairs for ball two. Muir, a sneaky good lefty pitcher for the St. James Tigers. The 2-0 pitch is an off-speed pitch that's in there for strike one.
The right-handed batter now is just beginning to fall into the shade of the one tree that's behind home plate.
The 2-1 pitch is another off-speed pitch. That was a curveball. As the count will be even now at 2-2. 2-2 is the count. Muir is set. He delivers and fires. Curveball, that's going to be hit back above the screen. And we'll have another even count at 2-2.
I want to thank all those joining us after Cardinal Baseball. Cards beat the A's 5-4. Thank you for being along with us on KSMO Media.
The 2-2 is a fastball that blows it by Kane Baird for strike three. 6 punch out for Muir. And that will bring the top of the order back in Luke Christensen. He drew a walk his first at bat. Trying to get runners on. It's 4-0 St. James here in the bottom of the third.
Bottom of the inning brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance agent Willie Strader. Give him a call, 573-729-4941. If you have an insurance need, be it farm-related, business-related, or even just something personal, get in touch with Willie. Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance agent in Salem.
His first pitch was a strike. That was an off-speed. I believe Luke did go, as the 0-1 pitch is going to be just low. We're going to have an appeal, and he did not go. So we'll have an even count. Here, 2 outs here in St. Clair, Missouri. The 4 and 5 seed battling it out. Muir, the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a fastball. Blows it by Luke Christensen for strike two. And Muir is ahead again in the count. And 1-2. Muir has been pitching excellent for the St. James Tigers, having 6 strikeouts and no hits. The 1-2. That's another fastball. Blows it by Luke Christensen. Down in order go the Salem Tigers.
5 straight strikeouts for Muir. Down in order goes Salem in the third. 1-2-3. We go to the top of the fourth inning with the St. James Tigers leading Salem 4-0. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem, Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
To the top of the fourth inning we go, and Danbury is still out there trying to shut down the St. James Tigers. Catcher now in all shade behind home plate, and also where the visiting on-deck batter would be. He's in shade, and all that first base line now is in somewhat of some shade. But it is a sunny day. There's hardly a cloud out there, a few vapor trails, and that's about it. As we get into this fourth inning, it will be for St. James, Eugene Lefevre, also Hunter Freeman, and Cooper Schacht. Thanks for being with us on KSMO Media. Danbury back to the hill, Lefevre at the plate, and Caden Moody to the mic.
Thanks, Dan. That's cool. First pitch from Barry is in there for strike one. Good job to get ahead here in the top of the fourth. 4-0 Red Tigers here in this district matchup. Dannon from the windup, the 1-0 pitch. He swings and misses at a good fastball. Good job by Dannon to get ahead. 0-2. Looked like it elevated a little bit as Dannon is ahead. 0-2. Here is the 0-2 pitch to the St. James designated hitter, as that is just low for ball one.
Lefevre struck out back in the second inning. He was called out on strikes. Right-handed batter gets back in.
Barry fires. He swings and misses.
I think he foul tipped it.
Did he?
Yep.
We'll call it a foul ball, and the count is even here at 2-2. Dannon from the windup, he fires. He swings and misses, took something off of that, and a good pitch by Dannon Barry. He gets the first out of the inning.
6 strikeouts now for Barry, giving up 6 hits. The Tigers are still in this contest. 4-0 though, St. James with a lead. Salem's going to have to get those bats rolling, but right now both pitchers are pitching pretty well.
Hunter Freeman will step in for the third time. He swings and misses at a good off-speed by Dannon Barry as he gets ahead again on the St. James center fielder. From the right side is Freeman. The 0-1 pitch is upstairs for ball one. 1-1 is your count. One out, top of the fourth here in St. Clair. It's 4-0 St. James. The 1-1 pitch from Barry. That's going to be an off-speed line drive hitting the center. That will get down as good hit by Hunter Freeman. It's a one-out hit. Speed is on again for St. James as they have been doing that quite well.
Kind of like kind of tomahawked that ball. Somehow got it out over the head of Barron. But it wasn't hit super hard again. Got a feel for Dannon Barry. He's given up some soft hits in this game. A bunt, a couple very soft singles to center. And there was another one right there.
Freeman leading off. The first pitch to Shack is downstairs. Good block by Silas Du Bois. So the runner could not advance.
Cooper is single, scored, and then tapped back to the mound. 1 for 2.
Good speed at first, and Hunter Freeman. Dannon gets a set and fires. It's going to be a good off-speed pitch on the outside part of the plate. For strike one, it is even on Cooper Shack, the shortstop for the Red Tigers.
Ryan Hallinar holding on Freeman, but the Tigers are playing up the middle looking for 2. There's a big gap on that right side.
Dannon fires. That's going to be a fly ball hit. Deep left field. That's going to be over Wayne Skidmore's head as he fires it back in. It's going to be a one-out double. That's going to be Freeman will go from first to third. Good piece of hitting by Schacht as it is runners at second and third with just one out.
Ball was up, and he cracked it back. One hop, the wall back here, which is padded, by the way, and it didn't bounce off that far. Skidmore had to get it back in and held the runner to a double. It was a good job there, but it is second and third. One out for Jaden Otto, who'll stand in.
Infield is in for the Salem Tigers again. One out. Dannon from the stretch. He fires. Off speed. Good pitch by Dannon Barry to get ahead.
8 hits given up by Barry in this game. 2 this inning.
0-1 is the count. He fires. That's going to be a ground ball hit to the second baseman, and they're going to get one out, but the runner will score as the runner at second, that'd be Shaq, to advance to third. It'll be an RBI, but Salem does get an out.
Well, what gets me on that play, Kate, is they're playing in to begin with. If you're playing in, why aren't you throwing it home?
You need to go 4 right there, especially when you're playing so close in.
You have to get outs. You can't give more runs.
Absolutely.
And now it's 5-0.
Now stepping in is the pitcher, J.V. Muir, as that is an off-speed just behind him, actually, as it is ball 1.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Were the infield playing in front of the baseline?
They were.
Why are you throwing to first? Kind of ruin an idea why you're there.
1-0 pitch is hit to Kane Baird. It's going to be in time as he gets out J.V. Muir. They leave 1 on.
They score 1 run. 1 run on 2 hits. There was no errors, and there was 2 men left. No, there's 1 man left. Excuse me. Sorry about that ground ball. 1 man left. We have now played 3.5 innings. It's the St. James Tigers now leading 5-0. We're going to come back in a minute. It is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
And the time of that last inning brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent in the Crossroads. Remember, for all types of insurance, car insurance, senior discounts, bundling, they've got great values waiting for you. 573-729-5156. The bottom or the top of the Salem Tiger order will be coming up here with Skidmore, Du Bois, and Barry. I want to thank our friends at Discount Bins at 1201 Senegers Boulevard in Salem for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. An incredible treasure trove of unbeatable deals at 1201 Senegers Boulevard East. And remember, today being Thursday, they're closed for restocking. But tomorrow, the values will be ringing out throughout the store. Check it out, 573-543-2113.
First pitch from Muir. Wayne hits it pop up to the first baseman. It's going to be a foul ball. First baseman kind of backpedaled to it, and it landed right in front of him.
Well, I think Trevor Mitchell looked up. That ball was spinning. I think he thought it was hit harder than it was, and he started to go back, and then he could not stop on this turf. And he's kind of limping around a little bit there, Caden. Not very comfortable right now as he kind of maybe twisted his ankle or torqued something.
Skidmore gets a break.
He does get a break.
As it is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. It's going to be a fastball drilled right back to the fence. As a good cut by Wayne Skidmore. He is behind 0-2.
That's kind of been the story of the Salem Tigers here in this game against Muir. Always down 0-2.
Skidmore at the plate. The 0-2 pitch is upstairs for ball 1. As I mentioned, that was a fastball upstairs, so maybe watch for the off-speed right here if I was Wayne Skidmore.
7 strikeouts for Muir out of the 9 outs recorded. Tigers need to make contact.
The 1-2 pitch. That's going to be drilled into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Skidmore is on to lead off the bottom of the 4th with a single.
First Salem Tiger hit of the game. The only other base runner they had was Luke Christensen, who reached on a walk. And so Silas Du Bois will stand in. 5-0 St. James. Salem needs to start chipping away, and there'd be no better time to do it, Caden, than right now.
Absolutely. Good piece of hitting by Skidmore. That looked like it was an off-speed right there, and he took it to center.
He waited on it, too.
He did. Now stepping in is the 3-hole hitter and Silas Du Bois. He is behind the plate on defense as Muir wants to see the sign again. Must have not seen it. Skidmore is leading off first. Muir comes set, checks Skidmore as he'll throw it back as he is in time. Muir likes to do that a lot. He likes to pick off.
Pretty obvious, so he's not disguising it that well.
Absolutely.
At least not that one.
First pitch to Du Bois is outside, ball 1.
Muir likes to do the high leg kick with the right leg, and in doing so, you can do that and step toward first, which will really fool a player. Instead, when he throws to first, that leg kick is flat. Doesn't come up that high. So it's very obvious when he's going to first.
Pickoff attempt again as Skidmore is back in time.
But I didn't notice that.
Silas is back in there on a 1-0 pitch from Muir. About the same spot as the first ball, as it is 2-0. Good hitters count right here, 2-0. Skidmore on first. It's 5-0 St. James here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 is the count. He fires. That's going to be at his face as the ball gets away, but Skidmore didn't read it as he will stay at first. 3-0 is the count on the Tiger catcher.
Ball up and in. Otto had the ball go off his glove back to the screen, and Skidmore did not advance.
3-0 is the count as Muir fires. So that's going to be in there on the outer half for strike 1.
Silas taking all the way there.
3-1 is the count as Muir faked a pickoff.
Stepped off the rubber and faked the throw.
Skidmore will get back. So we'll do the 3-1 count. Muir comes set. He fires. Good cut right there by Du Bois. Must have took something off of that.
It looked like a slider or something breaking away from Silas.
Good off speed right there by Muir.
I don't think it was a curve. I actually think it was more of a slider or a cutter.
3-2 pitch. He swings and misses. And a good pitch by J.V. Muir. Good job to work from behind. Silas Du Bois had him 3-0, and Muir comes right back and fires 3 strikes, and that retires Du Bois.
Bob in this inning brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader. They're there when life's happenings happen. You know, your first baby, your first car, your first home. Call Willie, 573-729-4941. Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, bringing you Tiger Baseball.
First pitch to Dan Barry is upstairs for ball 1. Skidmore still on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Dannon is the cleanup hitter.
Yes, he is.
The 1-0 pitch from Muir. Fastball upstairs for ball 2.
For those joining us after Cards Baseball, St. James got 3 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Lead at 5-0. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning with a man on first base, 1 out, and Dan and Barry at the plate.
2-0 is the count. Muir comes set. He picks back off to check on Skidmore. Skidmore gets back in there for the 3rd time this inning.
I'm sure there'll be more.
Plenty more.
Muir hadn't worked off the stretch too much in this game, only in the first inning until now.
The 2-0 pitch is a good cut by Danenberry for strike 1.
Jammed him with a fastball.
Haven't seen much of Muir work from behind, and when he gets behind, he works right back into counts. So very good job by J.V. Muir in this game, as it is a 2-1 count. He fires. Skidmore goes. The throw is not in time. Good jump by Wayne Skidmore. That's his 2nd stolen base of the game.
You're exactly right. He got a tremendous jump off first base. As Muir, when he does that high leg kick, it takes him a while to get that pitch off, and that was off speed. He timed it again perfectly.
Runner at second for Danenberry. It's called a cleanup hitter for a reason. Here's the 3-1 count. It's going to be upstairs for ball 4. He draws a walk, and Epps will stand in as the designated hitter for the Salem Tigers is Hayden Ragsdale. Good crucial spot for the Tigers to get some runs here, as they need some, being down 5-0 here in the bottom of the 4th.
1 out with 2 on first and second base. They need a big hit. They have just struggled with that all season long, getting that big hit to drive in a run or 2.
Here comes the first pitch to Ragsdale. That's going to get away from the catcher, as that is Otto, as that will be a wild pitch, as both runners will advance, as we're going to have time, as this is going to be number 6, Nick Hardicke. Will courtesy run for the pitcher, Dan Berry. Very good speed. Very good speed for Nick Hardicke.
He's a freshman, is he not?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
So big crucial spot here with Hayden Ragsdale at the plate. Skidmore at third, Hardicke at second. Big time right here. 1-0 is the count as Muir fires. It's going to be a swing and a miss as Ragsdale kind of slipped right there. That went all the way to the backstop, but it hit the padding behind home plate, so it went right back to the catcher. So Skidmore could not advance as the count is even here. Muir in the windup since the runners will not advance. He gets his sign. He wants it, and he fires. Upstairs, ball 2. Good hitter's count here for Hayden Ragsdale.
Pitched to Ragsdale when he went down to his knee. He also blocked the sight line of Skidmore. He couldn't see where the ball was.
2-1 is the count. Here it comes. It's going to be a fastball. Good cut right there. Kind of right at the Salem.
Oh, right at the letters.
Right at the letters.
At the letters.
4 strike 2. So it's even 2-2. 1 out. Hardicke at second. Skidmore at third. Crucial spot here in the bottom of the 4th. The 2-2 pitch from J.V. Muir. Here it comes. He gets him on a fastball, and he strikes Ragsdale out for the second out. That is a big out if you are J.V. Muir. So now stepping in will be Mason Sanders. He's the third baseman for the Tigers. It's a crucial spot. Very crucial spot for the Salem Tigers. As Muir comes in from the windup again. He's set and he fires. Off-speed pitch right at the outer half of the zone. Right at the letters for strike 1. Good pitch by J.V. Muir to get ahead.
For whatever reason, Trevor Mitchell playing right down the line at first base, leaving a big gap on the right side. I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
0-1 is right on the inside part of the half for strike 2. Good job by Muir to get ahead. And Sanders has to protect here. 0-2. 2 outs. Runners at second and third for the Tigers here at a big crucial spot. The 0-2 pitch to Sanders. That's going to be low and outer half. Good take by Mason Sanders right there, and the count is 1-2. Muir working fast as he gets his sign again, and he comes set and he fires. He gets him on a fastball, and that will retire the side. They leave 2 on. They get a hit. Nothing happening.
No runs, a hit, a walk to left. We've now played a total of 4 innings. The score is St. James 5, Salem Tigers nothing. We'll come back in a minute. It is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Dent County Farm Supply is locally owned and here to serve your farm and home needs. Check out everything that we have to offer, including feed, custom mix, fencing, and seed, just to name a few. Did you know that we carry top brand names such as Purina, Bad Boy, Showrite, Weaver, and Steel? No need to travel, we're right here for you. Stop in and talk to the helpful staff at Dent County Farm Supply today, located at the corner of Highway 72 and East Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem.
To the top of the 5th inning. Time is running out as Hayden Ragsdale comes on to replace Dan Berry. 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all the Mern, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts in the game. Berry goes to first base here in the top of the 5th inning as Hayden Ragsdale comes on here in the top of the 5th to pitch. Ryan Hallinar will check out of the contest. So the Tigers now lose their DH. They have no DH anymore as Ragsdale now is a player. He will be facing Mitchell, Lonning, and Cruz in the 5th inning. A 5-0 St. James lead. And Hayden needs to keep it right here as the shadows are now affecting the ball over the plate for both right and left-handed batters as that one little tree has created havoc here at St. Clair. Caden?
First pitch from Ragsdale is a ball outside. Need a big defensive inning for the Tigers if they want to stay in this ball game. 5-0 is our score. The count is 1-0. Ragsdale wants his pitch, and he got it. He fires. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. It goes under the glove of Kane Barrett as they will have a runner on. That will be an E6.
Mitchell grounded one to Barrett, who just didn't get the tailgate down. The ball went right between his legs. And that'll put a runner on first with nobody out. Quit Tanning More 24-hour tanning has a stand-up tanning bed. That's true. It's absolutely true. 6 other tanning beds as well at 405 North Main. If you want that great tan, get in touch with Quick Tan and More, 573-453-8024. Proud to be a supporter of your Salem Tigers.
Early trouble here for the Tiger defense. Mitchell on first. Here's the first pitch from Lonnie. That's going to hit him. Looked like an off-speed pitch. Hit him in the leg. As that means runners at second and first with nobody out.
Cruz will stand in with 2 on, nobody down. Tigers really cannot afford to give up any more runs. They only have 9 outs left to work with, and the way Muir's pitching with 10 strikeouts already, to his credit, hey, it's going to be pretty hard to come back against his heater and off-speed pitch because Muir can mix it up really well.
Absolutely. That was a fastball.
Got hit again.
Cruz was wanting to bunt. He got the pullback in time, and he gets hit, and that loads the bases for Max Wilson. He's the second baseman for St. James. Very deep trouble right here. This is not what you wanted if you were Coach Tony Edwards.
No, Max Wilson has struck out twice, but now Cruz, who is 2 for 2 and then gets hit by a pitch, so he still is only 2 for 2. But the bottom part of this, or the middle part of the order, has been doing the damage. You know, you got Muir with a base hit, and you've got Trevor Mitchell with a 2-run single. You've got Patrick Lonning with a RBI bunt single. He got hit with a pitch, and now Cruz 2 hits and a hit by a pitch. So now if Wilson makes contact, Tigers could need 2, but they're playing in for the play at the plate. Will they go home?
First pitch from Ragsdale is a fastball, blows it by him. As like Stan said, infield is in. Really need to go home with this ground ball if they get it. Ragsdale is ahead in the count 0-1. Here in the top of the 5th. The 0-1 pitch. It's going to be downstairs for ball 1. Outfield is playing just a little in instead of playing about fairly decent back. All of them are fairly shaded just a little in. I'd like to see him go 4 on a fly ball. Here's the pitch from Ragsdale. That's going to be a strike, and that will be Ragsdale will get ahead of the count. 1-2. Big crucial,
a little bit of a delayed call there.
Big crucial spot for Ragsdale. The 1-2 count. It's going to be downstairs for ball 2, and we are even at 2-2.
No place to put this hitter. 2-2 the count. That ball is down and in. Almost hit him.
Ragsdale gets his sign. The 2-2 pitch. He fires. That's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be a foul ball.
Didn't miss by much down that first base line.
By much.
He was behind on a fastball and hit it foul down past Barry. I'd say, what, about a foot and a half foul? From our angle. That's what it would look like.
Yeah. So we will do the 2-2 count again. Ragsdale comes set. And he fires. The 2-2. That's going to be a fly ball hit into center field. It's playable. Christian will catch it. They're going to throw home as cutoff will be Barry. He wanted to throw to third. He bobbled the ball. And good heads-up base running by Patrick Lonnie to move over to third as that will be a sack fly for Max Wilson. And this lead is now 6-0.
But I don't know why Christensen tried to throw home from there. He doesn't have that kind of arm, and it allowed the runner to go to third with only one out. He should have just gone to third base. So some fundamentals, Caden, not being executed here.
Lefebvre will step in, and he takes a ball one. Runners at the corners. Wilson is at second.
6-0 St. James. First and third, only one out.
Ragsdale comes set. He fires. Bunt, as that's going to be a foul ball. That hit the umpire, actually, as that will be 1-1.
Vaughn Insurance Services can help you with all your insurance needs. Call Randall or Charlene. See if they can help you save money on the type of insurance that you might need. Get in touch with them, 573-729-9445, or stop by 400 West 4th Street in Salem. Vaughn Insurance Services are proud to support your Salem Tigers. Well, goodbye, Silas DuBois, Ragsdale, and the base umpire to give the home plate umpire a little chance to recover after being dinked by that foul ball on the bunt.
As we come back to play, the 1-1 pitch. He tries to bunt again, but it goes out of play, and the count will be 1-2. Good job by Ragsdale to get a strike, as he is ahead in the count 1-2.
He's just trying to sacrifice it, Caden. He just wants the runner from first to go to second. That's all he's looking for, not to try and get the guy in from third. But he's been unable to get the ball down.
So Ragsdale is ahead in the count, 1-2. One out here in the top of the fifth. Ragsdale fires. Fastball, that's going to strike him out. Pickoff attempt.
And they got him.
And they got him. Good job by Silas DuBois on the back pick, as that is...
Strike him out, throw him out, should retire the side. So Lefebvre goes down on strikes. Ragsdale's first strikeout, and then the man at third base is picked off 2-5 by Silas DuBois. So finally one of those pickoffs worked for him here in this district game. But a run on no hits. There was one error, and there was one man left. We have now played 4.5. To the bottom of the fifth we go with St. James on top, 6-0. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
To the bottom of the fifth we go. First that time of the fifth inning was brought to you by your friends at American Family Insurance. Jonas Schaefer, your agent, 573-729-5156. Brent Hallinar is standing to lead it off.
First pitch from Muir, good off speed. Looked like a changeup right there. Got Bud Hallinar out in front for strike one. Good job by Muir to get ahead here in the bottom of the fifth. The 0-1 pitch is downstairs for ball one.
Came right back with a changeup too. Back to back.
Very good idea by J.V. Muir. Count is even, 1-1. Good pitch right there. Looked like
fastball.
Fastball right there. And so it is 1-2 is the count. 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. Very good pitch by Muir. That's 11 strikeouts for J.V. Muir. And that is the first out of the inning.
Tigers have struck out 3 times in the third, 3 times in the fourth, twice in the second, and twice in the first, and now 1 time here to lead off the fifth.
Now stepping in is Aaron White. He'll step in from the left side. The first pitch he sees is a ball downstairs for ball 1. Muir gets back in. He likes it. He fires. Fastball that's going to be hit on the ground. As that's going to be a fair ball. Muir will throw it over to first. It's going to be an infield hit for Aaron White. Good job to get on base by Aaron White.
He topped that one, had a lot of spin on it, and stayed fair. I'm surprised it did that, but it did stay fair down the first base line, and White beat it out. That is the Salem Tigers' second hit of this game. It'll bring up Kane Barrett.
Muir gets on the rubber as Aaron will get a lead. Not a very big lead as he fires. That is in there for strike 1. Need base runners and need some runs. Down 6-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Salem running out of time as it is an 0-1 count. Muir fires. That's going to be a pop-up to left field. Lonnie is under it. He'll make the catch as that will be the second out of the inning. Kane had a good swing to it. Just got under it just a little bit.
He did. Yeah, I think he got that off the end of the bat. So
that will be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up to the top of the lineup for the Salem Tigers. Luke Christensen will step back in. He has walked and struck out.
On the Spot Auto Glass is proud to be a supporter of your Salem Tigers. Remember, what they do is right in their name. They change out your auto glass on the spot. Give them a call, 573-247-3608 if your auto glass is damaged or you need it replaced, or check them out on Facebook. On the Spot Auto Glass, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers.
Stepping in is Christensen. White still on first. The first pitch to Christensen is a ball downstairs. Looked like an off-speed. Good pitch by Muir.
Yeah.
But Christensen did not.
Didn't offer.
Didn't offer.
He didn't offer.
1-0 is the count. 2 outs. It is 6-0 St. James. As Muir has pitched a very good game, and he is still on the mound. Muir comes set. White, not a very big lead, as it is the 1-0. That is in there for strike 1. And the count is even at 1-1.
Winner of this game will play Potosi Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock, right back here at St. Clair.
We are ready for the 1-1 count. Here it comes. It's going to be inside, almost hit Christensen, but he got out of the way, and it is 2-1.
Had to skip the rope on that one, but he did manage to avoid the ball. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Salem down 6-0.
2-1 is the count. Good hitters count. Here it comes. That is just outside.
Well, that didn't miss by much.
Didn't miss by much. As it is 3-1 with Wayne Skidmore up next. He has gotten a hit.
Where's the ABS appeal on that one? Man.
Oh, man.
That was a good pitch.
So 3-1 count to Christensen. That is in there for strike 2. Muir, if he gets behind in the count, he likes to work, and he still gets outs, even behind in the count. But we are full. White will go as soon as he pitches it. 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Here it comes. Aaron goes. It's going to be a ground ball hit in the middle of the shortstop. That will be thrown over. That will get him out. Good play by Shocked, as that will retire the side.
Cooper did a good job of surrounding that ball, and then while he's doing that, he has the momentum to go to first base, and he just gets Christensen, and that retires the side with no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We have now played 5 innings, and the St. James Tigers hold a 6-0 lead. We'll come back in a minute with the 6th inning. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
To the top of the sixth inning we go. And top of the sixth brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonah Schaefer. We're wishing everybody a very happy graduation tomorrow night and have a safe one if you're in town for that. Congratulations, the 2026 seniors by American Family Insurance agent Jonah Schaefer.
1-2-3 for St. James as Ragsdale's first pitch is in there for strike one.
That's Freeman, Shocked, and Otto.
Freeman has got on every time. As that's going to be a hit to the second shortstop, Kane Barrett. He fumbles it, and that's going to be another error on Kane Barrett. Freeman is aboard again as another early trouble for the Tiger defense. Now stepping in is Cooper Shack to be the shortstop, as with Freeman, very good speed again for St. James.
Shocked with 2 hits today. And one of those, a double, one hop double off the left field wall.
Ragsdale fires. That ball is upstairs for ball one. He is really close to balking, Stan. He needs to come set just a little more.
You notice that?
I did.
Not much of a pause, is there?
Ragsdale comes sets. Fires. That is in there for strike one to even the count at 1-1.
He pauses, his hands up near his shoulders. That's not normal. But if that's what is normal for him, it's okay.
1-1 is the count. He fires. That ball's going to get away from the boys. Freeman will go to second. Silas will have a throw, as not in time is the throw. Freeman will go on a wild pitch.
Pitch bounced up there, and Silas got a glove on it, but the ball rolled to his left.
Looks like Freeman kind of face planted when he dove head first, as he looks like he's okay.
Well, if you take away the little rubber pellets in here and you throw the slide and hit it, you just kind of stop. So you got to make, hopefully they've got them all spread out.
2-1 is the count. Ragsdale fires. That ball's going to hit to the right side. That'll be a foul ball, and that will even the count at 2-2.
Right toward the St. James dugout.
So the count is even. Freeman on second.
Nobody out.
Nobody out.
Sixth inning.
2-2 is the count. Ragsdale has his sign. Freeman, not a big lead. The 2-2. That's going to be on the ground to Mason Sanders. Looks back. He drops the ball, and that's going to be a no throw. Mason kind of took his eyes off the ball, making sure to look at Freeman as he drops it, and that will be an error. It'll be an E5.
Big job. Mason got plenty of time. Looked the runner back to second, and then I don't know if he was spinning the ball in his hand to get a better grip or what. The ball fell out. Second Tiger error in this inning. Third on the game, and first and second. Nobody out. 6-0 St. James.
First pitch to Otto is inside. He squared up to. They will call that a strike, as he squared the bunt.
I think it hit his bat. I just think it hit his bat.
Did it hit his bat?
I think so. I think you're trying to pull back out and hit his bat.
So a good break for Hayden Ragsdale. It's 0-1. Freeman on second. Shacked on first. First pitch, or second pitch, is he did a go for it.
Oh, yeah, he did. That's high. High pitch. He tried to bunt it. That would have been a ball, but offering at it was Otto.
Ragsdale gets ahead. 0-2 is the count on Otto. Checks the runner and fires.
He gets the bunt down. That's going to be a foul ball.
He will strike
and
out.
He will strike out. You don't see that very often, Stan.
No, you have to know how to bunt with 2 strikes, and that didn't happen.
Now stepping in is the cleanup hitter, J.V. Muir. Muir has gotten a hit. What else has he got?
He's walked, he's scored, and he grounded out to short.
Having himself a good game hitting-wise and pitching-wise.
Better game pitching.
Very better game pitching.
But he has scored 2 runs, and now he gets plunked.
That's an off-speed by Ragsdale, as Muir will get plunked, as the bases will be loaded with...
Third player to get hit by Ragsdale in 2 innings.
So the bases will be loaded for Trevor Mitchell. The infield will come in again. Need to go home on a ground ball.
Mitchell's reached on the air, singled, and flown out to left field.
First pitch from Ragsdale is inside. Ball 1. Outfield scooted in just a little bit. Might need to scoot in a little more, especially if they want to get an out at 4. The 1-0 pitch is downstairs, ball 2. You can't put him anywhere without giving up a run.
Freeman reached on the air, shocked, reached on the air. Otto tried to bunt, bunted foul, and now the hit by pitch loads the bases as Mitchell waits.
2-0 is the count. Ragsdale fires. It's going to be a ground ball hit to the left side. That'll be a foul ball. Good pitch.
Right off the handle, right? I mean, got him jammed right in his kitchen. All he could do is foul the ball down the third base line and make it 2-1.
Big strike.
Bases loaded, man. Need an out.
2-1. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The 2-1. That's going to be hit on the ground. That's going to be DeCane Barrett. He'll want to go 4, but he did not, and he will throw it to first for the 2nd out. They do get another run, and that'll be the 2nd out.
6-3 on a put-out RBI, though, by Mitchell, his 3rd of the game. And it makes it a 7-0 score.
It's a crucial run right there. You really need to go 4, especially if you're the Tiger defense. So it is 7-0. The first pitch to Patrick Lonnie. That is in there for strike 1.
3 errors in this inning. 2 times those errors have come back to score, and there's still a man at third base.
Shacked on 3rd. Otto, that'd be J.V. Muir at 2nd. And that pitch is outside for ball 1.
And Muir does not get pinch run for. He goes right in there. He is not going to get taken out of this game. Guarantee it.
1-1 is the count. 2 outs. 7-0 St. James here in the top of the 6th. Ragsdale comes, sets. He fires. Good off-speed pitch right there. Had Lonnie out in front, as he is ahead in the count. 1-2.
Right now, that ball's coming out of sunshine into the shade for both sides, and could, especially on those off-speed pitches, that could make it pretty tough to read it.
Ragsdale comes set. 1-2, as must have not been
called time at the plate.
Yep. So Lonnie calls time, adjusts his helmet, and he gets back in there. Ragsdale looks for the sign. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Ragsdale fires an off-speed pitch outside for 2-2.
For Salem in the 6th inning, Skidmore, Du Bois, and Barry right now down 7-0. They can ill afford to give up any more runs.
Ragsdale comes set. Here it comes. It's going to be blown in by him. Good fastball right there on the outer half. And that retires the side.
1 run, no hits, 2 errors, and 2 men left. We have now played 5.5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 6th. In this game, it's crazy. It's 7-0 St. James. We'll be back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball, KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger Sports and community events. Some of these great sponsors include Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Fly & W Boutique, the City of Salem, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, as well as Quick Tan and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors the next time you see them. It's only because of them we're able to bring you Salem Tiger Sports and community events.
To the bottom of the 6th we go. J.V. Muir back to the hill. He's got a total of 11 strikeouts in this game, and he has been pitching well. The Tigers are trailing by 7 runs as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and they only have 6 outs to play with. First off, I want to thank our friends at Farm Bureau Insurance, your agent, Willie Strader. If you have questions about the right types of insurance for you, get in touch with Willie, 573-729-4941, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. To the bottom of the 6th we go, and it will be for the Salem Tigers. Stepping in, Wayne Skidmore.
Wayne Skidmore has a hit for the Tigers as he takes a first pitch fastball on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Skidmore got their first hit back in the 4th inning, I believe, as Muir comes back in. The 0-1 pitch.
You're correct.
That ball's going to hit to the right side, and that's going to get through for another base hit for Wayne Skidmore. Good piece of hitting by Wayne Skidmore. He took that off-speed pitch and took it the other way, as that's what you want to do. You got a leadoff runner on, and some magic here for the Salem Tigers. Now stepping in is Silas Du Bois. He'll be the 3-hole hitter for the Blue Tigers.
Skidmore 2 for 3 in the game. Silas has 2 strikeouts. Tigers need to capitalize on everything right now. They've got a bunch of runs they got to score. They need a touchdown and an extra point.
First pitch from Muir is a good cut right there. That goes to the left side, right by the Salem dugout. Good job by Muir to get ahead. Very good cut by the boys right there.
I'd like to see Silas try and go to left. I really would.
Really good idea.
He's getting out in front and he's opening that stance up, but they kind of leave him that left field side on the ground.
0-1 is a pitch upstairs as that got away from the catcher, Otto, as Skidmore didn't see it, as he will stay at first.
Otto had that ball hit his glove, went straight up in the air, and he turned around right underneath the ball. He didn't know it was there, and then it came down right at his feet, and Skidmore stayed safe.
1-1 is the count to the Tiger catcher. Here it comes. Good off speed right there as Du Bois chases that for strike 2. 1-2 will be the count. Skidmore at first. Mitchell holding him on. Muir comes set and fires. That's downstairs for ball 2.
Good pitch. That ball is right underneath the knees.
So the count is even. We're in the bottom of the 6th here in St. Clair. It's 7-0 St. James. The 2-2 pitch is upstairs for ball 3. Good job by Silas Du Bois. The battle here needs the battle at this pitch.
Needs to get on base. That's all Tigers need is base runners right now.
Full count. Here comes the pitch. Pickoff move back to first. Plenty of time as Skidmore. He could get a probably step and a half. A little off more, and he'd be just back in time.
So again, Salem's just not the type of aggressive base running team.
Full count. The pitch from Muir. Off speed out on the outer half. And down goes Du Bois on strikes. That will be the first out. Big out by J.V. Muir.
That's a dandy curveball to catch the outside corner. And Du Bois called out on strikes. He struck out for the Golden Sombrero today, huh? 3 times. Or that's a hat trick. Sorry. Golden Sombrero's 4.
Pitch from, that'll be left center field. That's going to go over the head of the center fielder, Freeman. Good hit by Dana Berry. Wayne is going to come around third as they're not going to have a play. It goes off of the shortstop's Shat's glove, and that will be an RBI double by Danbury. Good piece right there by Danbury. As the Tigers are on the board, it's 7-1.
Well, that's what they needed. They need hits like that, but they're going to need a whole bunch more. But that was a heck of a hit by Danbury. Drove it to left center field. Drove it pretty good. And it rolled all the way to the fence.
Two-hop the fence. Good swing.
Yeah, this ball it hit well.
Now stepping in is Hayden Ragsdale. First pitch he sees is a fastball in there for strike one. Danny got a good pitch, right? Looked like center, and he took it to left center. Lonnie and Freeman were both trying to get there, but could not get it.
Neither one could cut it off. That ball's hit.
The 0-1, good cut by Ragsdale for strike two.
Just foul tipped that one, barely nicked it.
Hayden Ragsdale will have to battle here. Bailey on second. Ragsdale, the 0-2 pitch. Upstairs for ball one. Like you said, Sand, Salem needs a lot more hits like that to get back into this ball game. Down 6, 7-1, St. James.
Hits, walks, air, whatever it takes. They need runners.
The 1-2 pitch to Ragsdale. That's upstairs. 2-2 is the count.
We'll take 5 walks. We'll take 6.
It'll be awesome.
Take them all. Merry Christmas to us.
The count is even. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Muir comes set. And here it comes. That's going to be a ground ball hit up the middle. That's going to be played.
Outside.
It's going to get through as here comes Bailey. The throw down. Not in time. That's an RBI single by Hayden Ragsdale. It's 7-2.
A seeing eye RBI single right up the middle. Just got between both the infielders. And then Ragsdale pulled up at first base and then made a wide turn. There was nobody there to go back to him. And so Salem has scored 2 on 3 hits here in this 6th inning and have narrowed the gap now to 5, 7-2.
Nick Hardecue will courtesy run for the pitcher, Hayden Ragsdale. Looked like Wilson had a beat on it. It looked like he had it, but where the sun is, it blinded me.
Hard to say when it goes up the middle like that because you don't know how they're exactly where they're playing prior to the pitch, and I couldn't tell you that. But that ball barely got up the middle between the two.
Yeah. First pitch to Mason Sanders is a strike and on the inside part of the plate, 0-1.
See, right now it looks like Wilson is playing deeper over on the right side near second base, trying to fill that hole. So, again, if that is the case, then any ball up the middle will be very difficult for him to get to.
The 0-1 was fouled back by Mason Sanders. He's behind in the count quickly, 0-2, and here it comes. Good off speed, but good battle by Mason Sanders, and we'll repeat the 0-2 count.
1 out, bottom of the 6th inning, 7-2 the score. This is the district play-in game, and the winner of this game will play Potosi 2 o'clock right back here at St. Clair.
Sanders gets back in. Muir gets back on the rubber. Hardecue with a very short lead. Muir checks him again, and fires. That's upstairs. Ball one.
I believe St. Clair and Sullivan will be playing the game after, if I'm not mistaken. You have the book, but double check that if you want.
I think it's one game today.
No, I meant Saturday.
Oh.
On Saturday.
That off-speed pitch is in there for strike 3, and that will be the 2nd out of the inning.
13th strikeout for Mr. J.V. Muir.
Now stepping in is Britt Hallinar. Need to keep getting base runners. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is in there for strike 1.
In the 7th for St. James, it will be Cruz, Wilson, and Lefevre. The bottom 3 in their order.
The 0-1 pitch from Muir. Fastball in there for strike 2. Way to get ahead by J.V. Muir, and Hallinar is behind in the count, 0-2. Here it comes. Downstairs for ball 1. Looked like an off-speed.
Yeah, down and in. Like Off-speed pitch breaking inside. He'd swing over it, but Brent did not offer.
So we'll do a 1-2 pitch from J.V. Muir. Here it comes. That's going to be a off the glove of Muir, as that is going to be an infield hit by Brent Hallinar. Went off the tip of J.V. Muir's glove, and it went right to Wilson, and
then he booted it. He could have tagged the runner coming right at him. He tried to pick it up with his glove instead of his hand, and in doing so, he missed it, and it allowed the runner to come in and be safe. Hardeke, who was running for Ragsdale, and it is an infield single for Hallinar. It makes it first and second with 2 down. It was kind of a weird play because Wilson, I don't know if that ball had some spin, and maybe it did, and that's why when he tried to pick it up, just spun right out of his glove. But he went to pick the ball up with his glove, and I thought it was going to tag Hardeke coming in, but he never did. And then I saw the shortstop pick the ball up, so I'm assuming ball spun out of his glove and he went to pick it up with it. And then the shortstop coming over, Shocks picked it up, but it was already too late. Hardeke had already reached the bag. So, first and second, 2 down for Aaron White.
Big, crucial spot if you are the Salem Tigers right here. Big at-bat. Hardeke leading off second, Hallinar leading off first. Muir comes set. The first pitch to White. Upstairs, ball 1.
JV's thrown a lot of pitches. He's struck out 13. He might be running out of gas a little bit.
The 1-0 pitch from Muir. It is
nice
in
pitch.
there for strike 1. Good pitch right there to get even in the count. 1-1. 2 outs. Runners at second and first. 7-2 is the score. St. James in favor. Here comes that pitch. A little chopper to the right side, but that will be a foul ball.
Yeah.
So Muir gets ahead. 1-2. Big spot for Aaron White with runners at second and first.
Nobody warming up for St. James, so
Looks like he'll finish the game.
Well, looks like it until they may get in when they bat. Maybe somebody else may warm up. So, well, keep an eye on that. Salem with 2 runs here in the 6th inning and runners at first and second, down 7-2.
Muir comes set. The 1-2 pitch to Aaron White. Fastball. Good job to fight it off if you're Aaron White.
Had to reach for that ball a little bit. Coach Carr having to run all the way down there to get the ball. To get it to Otto, who is like 10 feet from it. Coach Carr went all the way down there to get it. That's pretty cool.
We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Muir shakes his head. He shakes his head again. Oh, he wants that pitch. The 1-2 pitch.
Curveball.
That is just low. Good take by Aaron White. And the count is even. 2-2. 2 outs. Runners at second and first with Aaron White at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. Good battle by Aaron White.
Trying to come in with that high fastball. I said Aaron likes that ball up. And he was able to foul that one off.
He could give it a ride.
Could give it a ride.
If he likes the pitch.
Muir's going to probably come back with that off-speed pitch to get him to try and swing over top of it so that it can break down and away from White. We'll see.
2-2 is the count. We will redo this pitch. JV comes set. And he fires. That was the curveball, like you said, Stan. And that retires the side. 14 strikeouts for J.V. Muir. They leave 2 on, but they do get 2 runs.
2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, and there was 2 men left, as Caden mentioned. We have played 6. We go to the 7th inning. It's do or die time with the Salem Tigers, but the St. James Tigers have the first at bat coming up in 1 minute when we come back. 7-2 St. James. You're listening and watching Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
Welcome back to St. Clair. Already one out on the tapper back to the mound. Ragsdale throws out the leadoff hitter, Aiden Cruz. First time they've gotten him out tonight. And standing in will be Max Wilson.
Ragsdale will fire. It's upstairs for ball one. Good job by Hayden Ragsdale. One pitch, one out. They need to get out of this inning with no runs. As the 1-0 pitch that is in there for strike one. Swinging at it was Max Wilson. 1-1 is the count. Top of the seventh. Ragsdale delivers. Upstairs, ball two.
Well, we've already mentioned the Salem Tigers cannot give up anymore and have a chance in this game.
The 2-1 pitch from Ragsdale. Upstairs, ball three. St. James does have a reliever warming up. I can't get a number yet.
Yes, you're right. Right-hander.
It is a right-hander. Hitters count 3-1 to the St. James second baseman. Here it comes. That is a good fastball right there. Had Wilson swinging as it is full count. Here, big pitch for Ragsdale right here. 3-2. He fires. That is a good pitch right there.
Ooh,
as
beautiful.
He caught Wilson looking. As a very good strikeout by Hayden Ragsdale. That will be the second out of the inning. Ragsdale comes in. His first pitch to Lefebvre is a strike one. Good off speed right there as he is ahead 0-1. Ragsdale working very quickly this inning. The 0-1 was just outside.
Yeah, looked a little bit outside.
1-1 is the count on the St. James designated hitter.
Third inning of pitching for Ragsdale.
1-1 is a good
nice
off speed
pitch.
right there.
He had Lefebvre bailing, turning his back on the ball.
Good job to get ahead by Hayden Ragsdale, and it is 1-2 here in the top of the seventh. Here it comes. Good off-speed pitch. He buckles up for strike three. 1, 2, 3 go the St. James Tigers. It's do or die for the Tigers here in the bottom of the seventh.
Down and order they go. We'll come back in 1 minute. 7-2. St. James on top to the bottom of seventh. We'll be back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
To the bottom of the 7th we go. Tigers need 5 to tie, 6 to win. And I want to remind everybody about Legends Auto at 500 West City Crest Boulevard, a proud supporter of your Tigers. They keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape no matter what the season. Give them a call, 573-792-884. 500 West City Crest Boulevard. That is your friends at Legends Auto. And tell you what, Mission is celebrating 100 years of student activity excellence. Since 1926, the Missouri State High School Activity Association has championed student athletes, musicians, scholars, and performers across the state, now in their centennial year. They're honoring a century of unforgettable moments, teamwork, and tradition. Visit misha.org Centennial to explore their history, relive iconic moments, and join the celebration. Show Me 100, celebrating a century of champions.
Bottom of the 7th. It's do or die for the Tigers. Kane Barrett is in. As he sees his second pitch, it will be even at 1-1. New pitcher for the St. James Tigers, Trevor Mitchell. He'll take over for J.V. Muir. Muir will move over to first as the 1-1 pitch is downstairs for a ball. 2-1 is the count. Like Stan said, do or die. If you lose, you're done. The 2-1, that's going to be hit in the air. It's going to be right field. Who wants it? That's going to be the right fielder. That will be Pearson as he sees his first fly ball of the game, as that is their first out of the inning. It looked like it was going to go over his head. He was charging really fast, and then he stopped, kind of backpedaled it a little bit, but he got the out.
Yeah, the wind kind of blowing the ball in, come across the field. Bet you it's blowing in from left field, as cloud cover has suddenly emerged across the top. So it went from very bright to somewhat dark here at St. Clair very quickly.
Top of the lineup is Luke Christensen. He sees an off-speed pitch that is in there for strike one. Salem Tigers need some hits. Need hits to stay alive. The 0-1 pitch, just above his head.
A little high and tight.
So
Muir went 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 14 strikeouts in the game for the St. James lefty.
1-1 is the count. The pitch from Mitchell. That's going to be hit on the ground to the second baseman, Wilson. He's there, and he'll throw it over the face. Drops it, but they're going to say it was off the transfer.
Yep.
So that will be an out. Put out is 4-3, and that is 2 quick outs, as it is up to Wayne Skidmore to keep their season alive.
Skidmore has 2 hits in the game. The Salem Tigers 6 hits.
Wayne Skidmore will step in. The first pitch he sees from Mitchell. Off speed outside for ball 1. Wayne has had himself a pretty good day at the plate, going 2 for 3. As he steps in, looking to keep the season alive. The 1-0 is inside for ball 2. Almost wanted that too. He kind of did a little hitch with his bat, but he did not go. 2-0 is the count. Here it comes. That almost hit him again. 3-0 is the count with Silas Du Bois on deck. Should be an automatic take right here on 3-0. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Downstairs, that gets away, but Wayne will draw himself a walk. And now it's Silas Du Bois to keep their season alive.
No longer facing a lefty now. Facing the righty Mitchell. He's trying to close it out. 7-2 St. James. Bottom of the 7th inning, 2 down, man at first base for Salem. They need to score 5 to stay alive.
Mitchell comes set. The first pitch, they're going to have a pickoff move. Not in time. What I would do, I would go after the hitter. You got 2 outs, you're up 5. No reason to pick off. First pitch to the boys is upstairs, ball 1.
Salem Tigers committed 4 errors in this game. St. James have played, to this point, errorless ball.
The 1-0 pitch, Wayne leads off from first. They got another pickoff attempt. He's in there.
With a 7-2 lead, I think I'd concentrate on the hitter. But
I agree.
That guy at first means nothing.
Absolutely. The 1-0 pitch to the boys. Fastball, good cut right there. As it's even now, 1-1.
Winner plays Potosi. 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon right back here at St. Clair.
The 1-1 pitch to the boys. That almost hit him. That is inside for ball 2. Got to get base runners. Even if it does hit you, you need all the base runners you can get. As it is a 2-1 count.
2 down, bottom of the 7th.
Skidmore
no room for error.
Skidmore has a good lead. The 2-1. Fastball blows it by him again. And the Tigers are down to their final strike of the season.
The boys foul tipped that one, but did not make enough contact. Again, they give him a lot of room on the left side. They play in the pull. First baseman's not holding on Skidmore.
2-2 is downstairs for ball 3. Muir not holding him on. Very good decision since they are
fine,
up
but
5.
why aren't you taking second base?
Get a big lead right here.
I mean, yeah.
Just
I mean,
3-2.
you can go as far as he is.
Skidmore will go on this pitch. The 3-2 pitch. Going to step off. Muir's not holding him on.
Well, you can step off, make him go back, but that's fine. See if he takes off when you step off.
Mitchell comes set. Here it comes. That's going to be a balk. He did not come set, as Skidmore will go to second, and we will redo this 3-2 count here in the bottom of the 7th. So Skidmore will be at second, having himself a good lead. 3-2 is the count to Silas Du Bois. Here it comes from Mitchell. Inside, that's going to be ball 4. That will extend the inning to the cleanup hitter, Dan Berry.
After 2 out, back-to-back walks, and Dan Berry, who's doubled and walked in this game, will stand in. He's also scored a run. Came around the Hayden Ragsdale hit.
You got to keep the line moving, Stan, as Berry will come in. Mitchell is set. His first pitch to Dan Berry is a ball downstairs. A lot of cloud now. Haven't seen a lot of clouds here.
Well, like I said, it came over here about 8 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden it just got dark.
The 1-0 is inside, almost hit Dannon, but Dannon got out of the way.
So Mitchell's starting to struggle a little bit.
Nobody warming up in the St. James bullpen either. The 2-0 count to Dan Berry. Here it comes. That gets past him. Both runners will advance.
They make it 3-0 on Berry.
And Skidmore went to third, and the third baseman, Cruz, he stepped on his foot and kind of tweaked his ankle, and he is in some pain right now. He's going to try to walk it off. Be a pass ball as Wayne got there, as Cruz was sitting right on top of the bag. As Wayne looked like didn't really see him. He was trying to see where the ball was, and he got to third, and he kind of tweaked his ankle because he stepped on it. And so he looks to be okay.
Well, they're congregating on the mound here to talk about what they need to do. 3-0 is the count on Barry. That would if they walk him, it would load the bases for Ragsdale, still not bringing the tying run to the plate. But it would extend this inning with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's see what Mitchell wants to do here. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
3 walks in a row after he gets the first 2 outs, and pretty easy outs, as a matter of fact. And standing in will be Ragsdale. He has singled in a run. He has grounded back to the pitcher and struck out.
He has thrown 6 straight, Stan. You would think that they would take until they get a strike.
You would think. Well, let's see what happens.
The first pitch to Ragsdale is in there for strike 1.
How's it get me over fastball? Not a lot to it, more like a batting practice pitch, but when you haven't thrown a strike in about a month, that feels pretty good to get.
The 0-1 is downstairs for ball 1. The count is even. Mitchell didn't seem to like that at all. He thought that was a strike, but it is a ball, and we are even. 1-1 is the count. Here it comes. Good cut by Ragsdale, and it is 1-2. Tigers down to their final strike again.
Right, Ragsdale fouled that one back.
Good cut by Hayden Ragsdale. Have to protect now. 1-2 is the count.
7-2 St. James, bottom of the 7th.
Here it comes. Upstairs, ball 2. Just above the letters for ball 2. Mitchell gets a sign. The 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. The runners will be moving. And if you could get to Mason Sanders, you will bring the tying run to the plate. 3-2, the runners will be moving here. Mitchell from the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Fires. Upstairs, ball 4. That will be an RBI walk for Hayden Ragsdale. Skidmore will score, and here comes the tying run in Mason Sanders.
So the Tigers are still alive on 4 consecutive walks. Muir comes in to talk to Tucker, or Mitchell. Shouldn't say Tucker, it's Trevor, not Tucker. But Tucker Mitchell sound like a great name. Anyway, Mason Sanders will stand in. Bases are loaded.
First pitch he sees, he swings and misses. That's strike 1.
7-3 our score. St. James with 3 runs in the first and 1 in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. 2 of those runs are unearned.
The 0-1 is a ball outside, 1-1. Critical spot here for the Salem Tigers if they want to keep their season alive. The 1-1 pitch from Mitchell is in there for strike 2, and the Tigers again down to their final strike. Mason Sanders gets set. Bases are loaded. Here it comes. Downstairs, ball 2. We are even in the count, 2-2. 2 outs, 7-3. Tying on at the plate, bases loaded. Here comes the 2-2. That is inside for ball 3. The runners will be moving again here in a crucial spot for Mason Sanders.
Mitchell wanted that call, didn't get it.
Bases loaded. The 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Good cut by Mason Sanders to stay alive.
That 2-2 pitch was very close.
Very close.
And Mason Sanders got the call. He could have been punched out on that pass, but that was borderline. And you can just see Mitchell just glare in at the umpire.
We'll do another 3-2 count.
The sun starts to come back out here, St. Clair. And the winds get picking up again. Bases loaded, 2 out, 3-2 pitch to Mason Sanders. With Salem down 7-3.
Here it comes. Downstairs, ball 4. Another run will score. It is 7-4. The tying run will be on first, and stepping in is Brent Hallinar here with the bases loaded. Tying run on first here for the Tigers here in a couple of major walks As
5 straight walks after 2 are out. And the coach wants to come out here and talk to Trevor Mitchell, who took over for Muir, who went 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs. Kind of ran out of gas in that 6th inning, gave up 4 of those 6 hits and the 2 runs. He did strike out 14, and he did walk 2. So now the Salem Tigers have been given 7 walks in this game, and all of the 5 of them have come here in the 7th inning with 2 down. 7-2-4. Winning run stands at the plate in Brett Hallinar, who has a single in this game. He is 1 for 3.
Another big spot. Here comes the first pitch from Mitchell. That is in there for strike 1. 0-1. Brent Hallinar at the plate. Tying run at first. Here comes the 0-1. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be through the third baseman. 1 run will score. Here comes Ragsdale. He's going to stop, and he's going to get hosed. And he's
going to be out at the plate. Oh, my goodness. Hayden Ragsdale made the turn and then paused on his way home, and he's thrown out. 7-2 to end the game and the season for the Salem Tigers, as the single by Hallinar brought in Barry, but then Ragsdale is thrown out. 7-2 on the putout to end the game. And what a harsh way to lose for the Salem Tigers. They fall. They get 3 in the bottom of the 7th. They get 3 runs on a total of 1 hit. There were no errors, and there were 2 guys left. Wow.
Wow, I'm in shock.
Yeah, just hard to understand why he paused. I don't know why he paused. Did you see why he paused? Did he slip or something coming around third? I didn't see why he paused. I just saw him come to almost a stop.
What it seemed to look like, Coach Tony Edwards put up the stop sign as Ragsdale stopped halfway and then kept running. He didn't look like he knew where the ball was. And he got out. And that is a heartbreaking loss for the Salem Tigers and to end their season.
Well, I tell you, they did fight. They came back in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 out, nobody on. They got 5 straight walks. They got a single by Brent Hallinar to bring in another run. But unfortunately, it all ended on a very nice throw from their left fielder, Patrick Lunning. One hopped it right to their catcher, Otto, who had Ragsdale out, by a good 10 feet at home plate. And unfortunately for the Salem Tigers, their season has come to an end with a 7-16 record as they fall to St. James by a final score of 7-5. And the difference in the game, Caden, is 200 runs given by the Salem Tigers in the 5th and 6th innings, when each of those innings started out with an error. But that's just something you just can't give anybody extra runs. And that came back to haunt the Salem Tigers here today. 7-5, our final score. We're going to take a 3-minute break, come back with the final stats from this one. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Don't wait any longer for great dental care. Four Rivers Community Health Center specializes in helping individuals and families with Medicaid insurance. Need help applying for Medicaid? We have community health workers and navigators to make the process easy. Even if it's been years since you last visited the dentist, we can help. Our comfortable office, compassionate team, and minimally invasive treatments will help you feel completely at ease. Four Rivers Community Health Center. Your community, your health.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hub's Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and we welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Weather in the Ozarks is unpredictable. Make sure you've got the right insurance to stay protected. Talk to Randall Vaughn and Charlene Turner of Vaughn Insurance Services, LLC in Salem today. For all of your auto, home, life, business, and health insurance needs, Vaughn Insurance is here for you. Call 573-729-9445 or visit them at 400 West 4th Street in Salem today.
Welcome back to St. Clair. What a tough loss for Salem Tigers as they fall to St. James 7-5, and they have been eliminated from the district tournament. St. James will go on to play Potosi at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, right back here at St. Clair. What an exciting seventh inning for the Salem Tigers. And that seventh inning, by the way, brought to you by Willie Strader, your Farm Bureau Insurance agent in Salem, 573-729-4941. It was one of those, Caden, you look back, a fly out to start the inning, a ground out, you're thinking nothing's going to happen. All of a sudden you get a 2-out walk, then a 2-out walk, a 2-out walk, a 2-out walk, a 2-out walk. You get a couple of RBI walks in there, and the next thing you know, Brent Halnar's up and singles to left field, and it looks like the line, as you kept saying, keep the line moving. Looked like that was going to happen, but then some miscommunication. Either Hayden didn't see Coach Edwards put the stop sign up, or he got too far down the line and then thought he just needed to go. I don't know what the situation was there, but whatever it was, that put an end to the Salem Tigers season on the throw by Patrick Lonning, which was a perfect throw to the catcher from left field. Give the young man credit. He came up firing home, and he got Ragsdale 7-2 on the final putout after Salem scored 2 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, but falls 7-5. But as we pointed out a little bit earlier, Salem Tigers gave up 3 in the first inning. Okay, they battled back, but the errors in the 5th and 6th inning to start the inning that allowed runs to come in, those 2 runs were the difference in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest thing in baseball is the routine plays. And, you know, big moments like this, you can't give up too many errors. And that's what the Salem Tigers did in those innings. And that's what started those innings. You got to lead off. You put the ball in play as the leadoff, and we make an error. And we make 2 errors right in a row. Runners at second and first, nobody out. When it could have been 2 outs, nobody on.
Yeah, and it didn't happen that way. And, you know, when you look back at it, and we all know errors are going to happen in the game, so don't get us wrong. We're not trying to point out that errors don't happen. They do. But when you lead off an inning with an error, you're giving a team 4 outs. Yeah. You know, when you give them 4 outs, and then you make another error in that inning to compromise it even more, you know, and especially on a ball that Mason Sanders had a big hopper to him, and then he was going to go to second, looked a man back at second, then decided to go to first, drop the ball. That is just a killer error because now it's first and second, nobody out. When you should have had 2 outs and nobody on, it's just the whole inning is now up in the air and totally changed.
Yeah, especially it hurts the pitcher too, because the pitcher thinks he has to do, you have to do more.
Got to do more.
And so that hurts, and, you know, errors happen in every level of baseball. It happens in college, happens in the pros, but 2 errors right in a row sparking an inning for St. James that really hurts the Salem Tigers in this game.
Well, our game summary brought to you by your friends at United Country Salem Realty. May bring you the wrap up, and of course you can save time and money in finding the next real estate that you need throughout Dent County or other areas in southern Missouri for that fact, or maybe even the Ozarks or other states. Get in touch with them at 573-729-3148. Bad Will's your broker owner at 605 South Main Street. Again, they apologize for all the concrete work going on Highway 19, but they are open at United Country Salem Realty. Well, let's kind of go back over this one. In the first inning, a leadoff walk to Hunter Freeman, and then Cooper Schock got a little pop fly base hit. A sacrifice by Jay Nato moved the runners to second and third. J.V. Muir walked. A balk then ensued, and that put in the first run to make it 1-0. Then Trevor Mitchell singled in two, and that made a 3-0 game. Salem Tigers got a leadoff walk but could do nothing in the first. In the second, for St. James, after one out, a walk to Freeman. And nothing comprised of that as the Tigers, Dan and Barry pitched around that, got a tapper back to him and then a strikeout. So Tigers in the second went down in order, and they went down in order in the third as well. But in the third inning for St. James, leadoff single by Muir, a fly out to left, a base hit by Lonning, and then a base hit by Aiden Cruz. After an error by the Salem Tigers shortstop, allowed a run to score, and that made it a 4-0 game. In the fourth inning, after one out, a leadoff single by Freeman, a double by Cooper Schock to left center field, and that brought in Freeman on the RBI double, and that made it 5-0. And then in the fifth inning, a leadoff error by Kane Barrett allowed Trevor Mitchell to reach. Then Patrick Lonning was hit by a pitch, and then Cruz was hit by a pitch and a sacrifice fly by Max Wilson. In the sixth inning, in the top of the sixth, a leadoff error by Kane Barrett was followed by an error by Mason Sanders, and then a hit by pitch, and then a ground ball brought in a run by Trevor Mitchell to make it, at that time, 7-0 going into the bottom of the sixth inning. Well, the Tigers did score two in the sixth. Wayne Skidmore led off with a base hit. After Du Bois struck out, Dan and Barry doubled to left center field, and that brought in Skidmore. And then Hayden Ragsdale singled up the middle to bring in Barry, and that made it a 7-2 game. Brent Hellnar also got a base hit that inning, but the Tigers could do no further damage. In the seventh, down in order went St. James, so the Tigers came up, needing 5 to tie. Kane Barrett flew out. Luke Christensen grounded out. Then Wayne Skidmore with 2 outs got a walk. Silas Du Bois got another walk. Dan and Barry got another walk. Hayden Ragsdale walked in a run, and that made it 7-3. Mason Sanders walked in a run to make it 7-4. And then it was Brent Hallinar with a single to left field to make it 7-5. But then Ragsdale trying to score was thrown out by Patrick Lonning, and at the end of the game, final score was 7-5. Salem Tigers, Barry went 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. For Ragsdale, 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both unearned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. He did hit 3 guys in the game. For Muir, JV pitched very well. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 14 strikeouts. And then Mitchell came in. He struggled. 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, 3 runs, 5 walks, but no strikeouts in that inning. But the Tigers of St. James, the Red Tigers, held on to beat the Blue Tigers tonight by a final score of 7-5. So the Salem Tigers season has come to an end, and they finished with a 7-16 record. Caden, I know that's not what Coach Edwards wanted, and I'm sure Ed Hayden Ragsdale's the last one to leave the field right now, and I know he feels as bad as anybody about that happening. But the Tigers kind of dug their own hole in this one, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it started with walks. You know, Dannon kind of couldn't find it in the first inning, and then St. James got some hits together, and then, you know, the errors, and, you know, but give credit to JV Muir. He pitched a dominant game. He pitched really well, and that's why he's going to college to pitch. You know, he's a very good pitcher, but no credit to JV. He pitched really well, but Tigers didn't get the hits as much as they needed to.
Well, a classic example, that was the fourth inning when we had second and third, one out. Hayden Ragsdale, Mason Sanders coming up, and then Muir struck them both out. And, even in that sixth inning after the leadoff single and then the double by Barry and the single by Ragsdale, here comes Sanders. You think, okay, keep that line moving. He strikes him out. Grant you, Brent Hellnar got an infield single, but another run did not come in, and Aaron White, with the bases loaded, struck out. But he gave him a good battle, and you could tell that Muir was running out of gas. But he stuck in there, and he continued to battle White and finally got him to go after that curveball, and he swung right over top of it. And it was an outstanding effort by J.V. Muir as the St. James Tigers will move on to play Potosi Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and they'll be right here at St. Clair. So the Salem Tigers season is over. That's going to be our final sports broadcast for the 2025-2026 season. Caden, thank you for sitting in and doing the game. Hope you had some fun with that. And we also want to thank all of our great sponsors that have made it possible for us to be here to bring you Tiger sports right here on KSMO Radio. So we hope you have enjoyed that. And let's just going to run through those sponsors right now, if you don't mind. Is that all right, Caden?
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Dance County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers Community Health Center, American Family Insurance, Salem Memorial Hospital, Looking Glass Salon, that's Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and More, Rocket G Western Trading Post, Denton County Farm Supply, Healthy Denton County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, Discount Bins in Salem, and Vaughn Insurance Services LLC. Without these sponsors, we could not do what we do. And if it's not for them, you have to come and see the games, and really in some cases that's just impossible for some people to be able to do that. So we appreciate all our great sponsors to make it possible for us to be here and bring you Tiger Sports. We do have another Tiger broadcast, though. It's graduation tomorrow. Salem Tigers graduation 2026 will be streamed on KSMO Media, and that will begin right at 7 o'clock. Well, did we get... So anyway, that will be tomorrow night from the Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. It is always a great thing. You were there last year.
Yeah, I was there. I'm not going to be there tomorrow, though.
Anyway, we will be there to bring that to you on the KSMO Media. Again, the 2026 graduation exercises for the Salem High School. Well, we hope you enjoyed the seasons, and they'll come to an end. We'll see you again for football season next year, right here on KSMO Media. For Ben, who does all the hard work on the videos for our friends back at the station. I know Sally's there. I'm not sure if Allie's there, but I do know Sally's there. And again, for Caden sitting in today, my name is Stan Stevens. Thanking all of you from St. Clair.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media. Today's game has been brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Can Oak, Missouri, LLC, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers Community Health Center, American Family Insurance, Salem Memorial Hospital, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardy. Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more. Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, Discount Bins in Salem, and Vaughn Insurance Services LLC. Thanks to those fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events right here on KSMO Media.